What's up?
Yo, we live, rolling start. You know what I'm saying? Attic, what's going on, man?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you live.
Can they hear me?
Yo, they can hear you now. You literally hit it, came in when I pressed the button.
No, it's fine. I'm not like King. I don't come into a
to a beat.
To a beat, so it's okay when I'm live.
Yo, what's going on, Squirrely Dan? What's going on? Wilhelm Scream. The Scream is in the building. Corey Mosley, what's up?
Yo, I ain't gonna
Dazarus,
lie.
hold on, I'm talking to the people.
Oh, I didn't hear you talking.
Yeah, Dazarus, what's going on? The Daz, what's going on? Oh man, Diago Padral. Okay, Cat Daddy. Happy Father's Day. You already know. Shroom, what's going on? Let me know. Y'all heard Attic interrupted. I know y'all heard Attic, so I shouldn't even have to ask y'all for a mic check right quick. Aaron Summers, what's going on, bro? I'll be appreciating the love. So let me know y'all can hear everybody good and crisp and everything while we waiting. You know what I'm saying? The Daz, man. No more beer for you. Was it coffee? What we doing? Coffee? Mr. Glass, what's up? Shroom Kingdom, what's going on? Verg Brizzle. Yeah, you already know this is Sunday Spot Screen. Gundam, what's up? JD, what up? You know what I'm saying? Oh, thank you. Says the audio sounds good. All right, so we're just gonna chill. What's going on? Mina no Raku. And we are live. Oh, using my sayings. I like that. Shiz know what up. We gonna just chill out for a minute, waiting for the king. Then we waiting for Dan, all the good people to come through. Just wanna do a little oh, we got Delapo in the building. Hola. That's what I'm talking about, Delapo. Potentially perfect. Coming outside. We need to see more of you. So we're gonna see y'all in a bit. We're gonna mute, come back, wait for the king, because the king will be in here to get us copyright strike any second now. So we will see y'all in a minute. NYT Music with the $4 super chat. Salute. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated. You already know Facebook. I see you in the building. Mixer, I see you in the building. John Sterling, I see you in the building. What's going on? Thank you for that. We definitely going to have a lot to talk about that. Waiting for Dan to roll up. He should be in here any minute. And then the King will be here soon. So see y'all in a bit. We're going to mute until they come in. Mic check, mic check. We're like, we got the whole gang in the building. Trucker Hat Hollow says, Attic, he said, I better see the glorious outfit. What's going on? Yo, do a little mic check. Make sure y'all can hear everybody. Dan, Attic, talk to the people.
Testing,
good.
Testing.
All right.
Mic check. What up?
Attic sounds low.
Attic, talk to me again.
I sound low?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Go closer or something. Keep talking.
I mean, I'm pretty close to it.
All right, yeah, you just had to talk louder. That's
He said,
Dan, talk to him one more time. Oh, Graphic said
I'm good.
All right, cool. King, one more time. Let the people know.
hi, guys.
That's not
What about this?
Hey,
Yeah.
Christopher Hart. Christopher
Does that
Hart.
sound better?
Yes.
I'm coming for you.
All right, y'all. We're going to get this thing started up in a minute right now. Oh my god.
Are we live?
Yeah, I almost forgot to start. He got me laughing so much I forgot to start.
I'm just like, we just talking.
He just sitting there talking about ourselves. And we are live. Happy Patriarchs Day. And salute to all the amazing fathers out there in the realm. Make sure you enjoy your day. And welcome to the Iron Lords Podcast and the lordsofgaming.net. Episode number 163. And it's another glorious Sunday. We're back at the round table on the Lord's Day. I'm very excited about our special guest. And we've got Last of Us 2 non-spoiler impressions. Cyberpunk 2077 delayed again. And PlayStation 5 price points to discuss. So we're going to get right into it. I want to introduce a Lord whose tremendous passion for gaming are only matched by his hilarious takes on the video game industry. Not is this Lord part of a seasoned group who values journalistic integrity, but he is also a true OG who gravitates towards the best console experiences. Introducing the senior contributor of SeasonedGaming.com and the co-host of the Bitcast, the Lord of the most hilarious takes on Twitter, and after the PS5's recent reveal has skyrocketed to Bugsnax' #1 stand. Live from Kansas City and making his debut into the realm of the Lords, my man, Lord Dan Rodriguez. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, man, that's good enough. I am doing awesome. It's so awesome to be on the show, guys. I've been watching forever, and so like as a fan, this is kind of like one of those little dreams come true. Being able to talk to you guys, it's awesome.
Salute.
Excited to be here.
Salute, man. Good to have you, man. Long overdue. We've been talking for a while. Had to get another one of the seasoned Lords in here, man. What have you been playing, man?
Just basically The Last of Us. since it came out since Friday. I played the first one and like just to kind of a recap, to get my refresher, a little refresher.
Same thing I've been doing. Yeah.
And then other than that, just kind of hitting the backlog and trying to get as much stuff knocked out. I say that, and then I end up playing like BioShock for the 7th time, or something like that, and so it's basically that's been it. But since Friday, Last of Us, that's about it. And then actually we play a little bit of Everybody's Golf. It's kind of a nice little break, and jumped on with Ains and Bert, Diego. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff going on, man.
You already know, man. It's good to have you back, and good to have the hilarious jokes back on Twitter. They were missed, so we're good to see that you re-debuted back out here on these Twitter streets.
I'm back. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna see how it's a trial run for sure. But now Twitter's got some good tools that I can use to get rid of the foolishness
to handle some things. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hold on. Son. We got J Dub already with the $5 super chat early. J Dub, I was gonna take care of you, but you already busted your shot early. $5 super chat. Solve. You want to get that? Let the people know.
Shout out to J Dub with the $5 super chat. The Last of Us 2 broke records, even beat out Animal Crossing. Can Grounded win Game of the Year? Or will Battletoads win it all? Where them needs at? Happy Father's Day.
Shout out to
the pettiness.
J-Dub, I'm gonna need less talking about sales and more playing the game.
Yo, your mic now is too loud. Your mic now you did something crazy.
You did a little roboto there.
What's wrong?
Yeah, you did a roboto there. Yeah.
Turn yourself down.
Is it still? I didn't do anything different.
Yeah, you robot.
Look, this sounds
crazy.
But J-Dub, what I would tell you is, who's next?
Go. Who's next? Yo, I go front. That was hilarious.
Go, Larry. Yeah, go sit down, Larry.
Oh my God, y'all savage. Yo, we gonna get to it, J-Dub. Don't worry. I'll take care of that portion. Let's check Addict's levels real quick, though. You know what I'm saying? Addict, how you sounding? Oh, he coming back. I can't do an intro without Addict, man. Hopefully he can come back real soon. Anthony Ruler, what's going on, man? Salute, Neo Mental. You already know.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Fathers, you already know. J-Dub laughing. He know what you represent.
He know he's next.
All right, Addict, I need a mic check, brother.
Can you guys hear me?
Beautiful now.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Better.
All right, and you already know we have the 4 horsemen of gaming, the original lords of the realm at the round table. My co-host, co-most, my brother with another. What did I say? I said I'm a brother.
No.
My brother from another mother, the difficult game conqueror, Lord of Reviews, and the how of the young wolf. My man with the better mic. Lord Addict, how we doing, sir?
I just want to know how you've been saying my name all this time for this many years and you messed it up. What?
I'm not allowed one mess up.
He sounded like he was partaking of some liqueur yesterday evening.
Well, listen, his tongue was doing gymnastics right now, so calm down, man. He didn't land properly.
There was some liqueurs last night.
I hear that. Liqueur.
How we doing?
You're forgiven. I mean, we good, man. Today's been a good day. This week has been a good day.
Mm-hmm. This week has been a good day. Oh, you sound worse than me.
Man, I woke up like 30 minutes ago. First off, I do want to say the chat. If you really enjoyed The Last of Us, hashtag JDub. Before we start that impressions, you might want to leave because you ain't gonna like what I have to say.
He got a lot of thoughts. That's what's up. So it's just been Last of Us exclusively, sir.
Yeah, I think I've almost put 22 hours into it.
Oh wow, you've been putting that work.
It's a long game, man. It really is. But it's a lot of fluff. But we'll get into that.
Easy. Woo! Save the impressions. We got a lot to talk about. And of course, we have our most technical gaming lord, the solo gamer who lives for the single player selfish experience, and also the Sostradamus, Mr. Offline Profile Illuminati and Lord Patreon of the Iron Bank. My man, Lord Sovereign. How we doing, sir?
Doing good. What's going on, fellas? What's up? Happy Father's Day to all.
Happy Father's to the Padres. What's going on?
Yes, sir. Chilling, man. You know what I've been doing. L.A. Had to keep the beard in honor of The Last of Us Part 2.
You already know. So it's been exclusive. It's been exclusive.
Yeah. Like I finished my replay of the original, like literally like 12:15, Friday morning. So I took a quick shower to kind of wake up and jump right back in. So that's what I've been doing.
Nice. No
I've
doubt.
been there. Yeah, and let's see what else. Real quick,
What's up?
Iron Bank stuff.
Yes, sir.
Dax, my brother.
Yes.
If you do not get at me in my DMs, I cannot give you your code that you won last week.
Yes,
so
please.
come see me.
Mm-hmm.
WhatsApp ILP on Twitter.
Yes.
I will give you the code for the game that you won last week. Additionally, also, Gamers Play. I contacted you through Patreon. Again, I need to speak to you so I can give you your Teespring link.
Yes.
So please contact me so I can get you guys things that you have won, right?
Yes.
Additionally to that, right?
Yes.
And I believe I completely forgot to double check this with Dan before we went live, but
Yeah.
we have some things to give away. Am I correct, Dan?
Yeah. 100%.
All right. All right, cool. So what I'm going to do for the codes that I have already throughout the podcast, I'll be dropping those into the chat. First one to grab it, congratulations.
Nice.
Those would be, 3 months of Game Pass. There are 2 codes for that. So thank you to Dan and thank you to Seasoned Gaming for that.
Salute.
My pleasure.
And additionally, Lord Dan has a couple of shirts to give away, right? Am I correct?
Yep. Yeah. Basically, what I'll do, however you guys want to do it, I will just get a hold of me on Twitter, and we'll figure out the sizes and everything, and we'll send you some shirts. Got one on right now.
Oh, that's crisp. I like that.
That's right.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
that's
So
Seasoned
so the thing is, so throughout the podcast, I have a couple of questions I'll ask the chat, and the first one to answer it correctly in full.
Oh,
Thank you.
you know how Solve is with your
exactly.
syntax.
Let's
Make sure your
this correct.
syntax is right, y'all.
Yeah.
You know how
In
Solve.
full, then those will be the winners of the t-shirts, the Seasoned Gaming t-shirt. So that's what we'll do. Yeah, none of this half measure thing.
Oh my god.
That's right.
Solve the kind of person
man
that
of the-
Solve the kind of person that, like, you didn't put the
Yeah,
didn't put
like
the
Spotify.
And that is incorrect.
Put a period at the end of the sentence.
Yeah, that's Solve, man. I've known that brother since the 3rd grade. That's how. That's
Exactly.
Solve.
You know, I'm the king of the red pen. Don't give me
Yes.
something to correct,
Yes.
because I'm red pen all over it.
Spelling bee champ. It's Lord Solve.
We're good with that.
Yeah, we know. Anyway, and of course we have the incredible Hulk of this, aka the Excess Gamer.
Yeah.
Oh Lord, he doing a new joint. The Lord of Conquest Sports, King of the Statues, who demands nothing less than that premium experience, and is the leader of the Fraud Alert movement.
Yeah.
Beloved Lord King, how we doing, sir?
See, you gotta let me know if y'all like yeah.
Hold up. Shout out to Will Me
Here we go.
with the $15 super chat. What unattainable support tiers we have today? Asking for a friend.
Oh,
that man. Somebody
boy.
do that man.
Well, there is some other tiers.
Okay, let me
Yo,
clarify
why you
this.
even
Let
answering
me clarify
this?
this. I ain't saying
Well, King got mad.
Like King is the super chat. We have to answer the super chat.
Yo, Will, we got the fear of God out here.
We have to answer the color. We have to answer color. King,
right.
King don't want us to answer color now. He turned his mic on. He turned his camera off.
Okay,
Will, we got dude shook when he pull up.
He's pulling up with all this BS. It's too early for that, Will.
Guess so.
Let me do my intro, Will.
with the Debo. He came in.
He pulled up like, yeah. What you got on my drink? Yeah. Yo, so he like, what new tears y'all got? He come up pulling up on the tears, got people shook.
Really
What's that dude's name from Friday? The one that rides around the
Debo.
He's Debo and King.
He is
like
the
that.
Devo of our page. He is Devoing us right now to scare us. Continue.
But real quick, to be clear and reiterate this:
Yes.
the tier that was ascended to last week is off the table
off the table.
permanently.
We got the
One
same
time
tier.
only. It's over. So, shout out to Scrolly Down with the $2 Canadian dollar super chat. Keep your knees, King. We getting your check.
Wow. That's not the other one, man. Get the one before.
You got one before that,
Trucker
right?
Hat Hollow.
We got a $2 super chat from Trucker Hat Hollow. Stop running addict. Why are you ashamed of the hat? Look, the hat's not here yet. All right.
Wait, no.
That's
Nah,
right.
he did his he did it hollow. He did his thing. He actually ordered it. It's en route. Don't worry about it. We got you. So
Shout out.
go yourself.
Yeah, we got one more. Shout out.
We got
We got two more.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Dodge Knight with the £5 super chat.
Oh.
Happy Father's Day to all on the Lord's Day. Lord Dodge, I saw those
bro.
adorable pictures.
Bro.
Repping the crest. That was beautiful.
Yeah, shout out. Put
Happy
the crest
Father's Day
up.
to you, sir.
Yeah, put the crest up, man. Dinky Dodge was in the building. Salute to Dodge, man. I'm telling you, man, you got one right there. That's the future model. He should be on every baby commercial like that. That your child,
That
man.
is like-
Salute, brother. What else we got next?
And then we have a $5 super chat from Perfect Shogun. Happy Father's Day to all the lords and to the Xbox Series X, who's about to sun the PS5 next generation.
Hold on. We got the legendary. We got Virtual Legality in the building. I just got to shout him out, man. Oh, Lord. Speaking of Last of Us impressions, my video is going up momentarily. Can't wait to hear what you all think. We know what you think. I'm going to talk about that, too.
We got a $2 super chat. Don't act like you ain't got a trucker hat at it. I don't. I really don't. Like, look. I have to go find a trucker hat. I have to go to Walmart, Target. I gotta look under the aisles. I don't even see them, man. Like,
But to be fair, the trucker hat doesn't look that much different from.
You don't look that much different. It don't have the design.
I don't wear hats at all. I don't wear hats at all. You got a $2 super
He
chat.
don't wear hat at all, but he got a hat on.
This is a beanie. All right, this is
You gotta turn your
different.
mic
This ain't a
down still a
hat.
little bit.
Yeah,
Your mic is
it's creeping up.
overpowering
It's creeping
now.
up.
It's
Yeah.
over. You like.
I don't
breaking
know.
levels.
I don't know what.
You got to stop taking that Lance Armstrong.
No, I think what it is is
put the
we
Lance
told you to
Armstrong
turn
down.
up.
Turn the game down a little bit. Turn the game down.
Turn the game down a little bit, or turn the volume down a little bit.
Yeah.
But let me get while you doing that. Let me get my brother Inseparate Ghost Luke Lord $2. Cheers to my brother. Yo, salute to Inseparate Ghost, man. He was on the front lines recently, doing a real positive.
Is that
move.
Better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God, you was killing.
Yeah, I
me.
saw that. That was
Yeah,
You
nice.
got to put
shoot.
the Lance Armstrong down in that mic. That mic's taking too much of that stuff.
No, but shoot to the Ghost, man. He was out there rapping.
Oh
for
my
a great
God.
cause on the front line, man. Salute.
Nova did not just say cooking with trucker addict for a Patreon tier.
That'd be nice. That'd be
With the-
nice.
with the Oscar-
We got to rework these tears.
Yeah, we got to rework these tears.
Well, you know what we could do, right?
Yo, listen.
Addict already got a tier. Addict already got a tier.
All I know. Hold on. We gotta get this off though.
Addict already got a tier.
There's a certain rhythm game that just got announced.
No, I'm not doing that. So
That
God bless
I know.
they
Wait,
left.
I wasn't
picked
wrong. I'm
what
trying
I
to leave
want
you
on my
alone.
pick.
I'm trying to leave you alone. I'm trying to leave you alone. This is for a particular lord that is particularly fond of.
King finish his intro.
As you all know, there's a Kingdom Hearts
Yes.
rhythm
man.
game about to be, and there's a perfect.
King,
lord
finish your
who-
intro.
Yo, we are all going to start.
Chat, let's make it happen.
These days because Sovereign needs to get some stuff too. So we
I
got to
already got
rework
it
this.
here.
Sovereign
But,
is
Addict
the
already
Iron
got it.
Bank.
Like
let's
this kid
start
get
this
his balls
up with.
off.
You cannot
"Turn
corrupt
the
the
beat
corrupted."
Let me see that cap now. Let's go now. Let's go, Cap. Now, if you haven't seen this Friday, I was on Darth Castle X channel with
Salute.
a round table with the team talking statues. Please go and check that out. That's DCX channel.
Yes.
Round table. It was beautiful, man. I was almost crying.
Yeah.
I loved it so much. KOS is up. Go to lordsofgaming.net if you haven't seen it yet. The new one is up there. I think that's one of my best videos.
Yeah. Salute to you for recognizing the GOAT Marvel film, The Winter Soldier. Salute
Oh,
to you.
yeah, thank you.
For giving it up. Thank you, King.
I watched it again.
Talk
I
to
watched
me.
it again,
Talk to me.
and I sat there and I absorbed it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because now you can see the whole catalog in its entirety.
Talk to me.
And for a sophomore film, first of all, it's the best sophomore film, period,
Yes,
for Marvel,
period,
right?
Period. Mhm.
But then I don't know who was doing the choreography.
Oh, the Russos
In
was
the
in
fight
their bag.
scenes?
Oh, they was in their bag.
That's the
That's
best.
the best.
action
Woo.
fight scenes. And then I said, okay, as a character, Captain America is hard to show his skill set, right? You have to constantly have him in particular moments.
Right.
And I thought that movie eloquently showed the subtleties and the power in which he's doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
When he's in the elevator with 15
Oh, with
dudes
the
Yeah.
elevators, bro.
I love
and,
that.
and did not use his shield
Shield.
to break him down,
Yeah.
I was like, oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's-
And it's just so many little things.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I think the Captain America line of movies were probably outside of the Avenger line of movies was Age of Ultron is my favorite Avenger movie.
Right.
But that that one I think stands probably top 2.
Yeah, shout out to Kai Boxer. He made a good point. We were talking about it recently. He was saying that what's good about that movie and about Winter Soldier and like a Black Panther is that they're kind of good films without heroes being needed in them. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing where I see is oh, shout out to Kid Smooth. Happy Father's Day to the fathers here. You already know. Salute to the dads out here. I'm
going to say happy Father's Day to the real daddies, the daddies that are out here, you know, being daddies, being around their children, working with their children, having fun with their children, being real daddies. Because I was at a supermarket and the ladies yelled out, well, she said to the ladies in the supermarket, I don't know, she was kind of salty. She said, yeah, happy Father's Day to all the women here.
Oh.
And I said, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. You will not snatch my day from me.
Let me have it. Let me have it.
Yeah. You know, you got a lot of days, but not this day. You know, I'm that daddy. No, you will not do that, man.
Salute.
And a couple of fathers was there. Like, yeah, big man. Yeah, big man. Shut her down, big man. I was like, I'm out here trolling in the supermarket.
Yo, we got a super chat song real quick.
We got Mariano Pompa with the $5 super chat. We need a special cheer for all the lords. Debo be like, who did that for you? I roundly disagree, sir.
No, we're gonna do some other things. But this week, let me tell you, man.
I already got it.
All right, so shout out to Game Pass because I was playing West to Dead.
Review up on LordsCognito.net as we speak. Shout out to Rage Virus.
Go check that out. I was playing No Man's Sky. So remember this. We're not gonna act like Last of Us was playable for the whole week. We had other games that we were playing. So Destiny and what else? It was another game that was inside of Game Pass. But my son and I are playing No Man's Sky together. Right? He's upstairs playing. I'm downstairs playing. And he is finding little materials and he's learning the periodic table and how to transmute elements and stuff like that. And I'm like, I love this game.
That's what's up.
I love this game for the simple fact that he's learning what's phosphorus, different things. He's 9 years old.
That's what's up.
And he said, Daddy, I made a new element. And I was like, well, what's the element? So, we're talking about it. And there's a way for us to build and bond about it. And then I'm playing The Last of Us 2. And I noticed a shocker to you ponies. I know it's a shocker. King shouldn't be doing that. No.
King shouldn't be doing that.
No, I don't get paid until Tuesday. No. I got your girlfriend. I
can't.
She liked me bad.
Hogue agrees with your No Man's Sky. He said he's quickly become awesome. He's with you on that with the
but that's all I've been doing.
That's been pretty much it. Let me get Smitty Smith right quick. $20 super chat. Salutations, Lords. Please, everyone, support Lord Attic Reviews, ILP, KOS, LordsOfGaming.net, and The Last Word. And Lord Cog, if they jackhammer while The Last Word is on, just open the door, hit him with a Nova Ball. Happy Father's Day, yo, salute. He knows what's going on. They doing construction on my street. It's crazy right now. But hopefully nothing on the Sunday.
Imagine the Nova Bombs were real.
I love them. I like Tickle Fingers more. I'll take Tickle Fingers over Nova Bombs any day.
Anyway, and of course, we
people will be doing too much of Nova Bombs, man. So someone's holding up traffic. Nova Bomb.
And of course, we have the gaming ninja himself, the Shinobi, LordCognito, spreading that realness in the realm of the IOP. Not telling you what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. Salute to The Last Word. Of course, like my brother Smitty Smith said, we had on Jar Venus, the legend from the UK, man. Great show. Got a chance to break some stuff down and talk balancing and everything that's going on. But other than that, man, I'm kind of disappointed. So I didn't get a chance to play much. Been a bad sleep week. I tried to start Last of Us 2 separate occasions, but I got this new rule. I think what it is, Dan, when you get old, I can't play a game when I'm tired. Like, I can't.
Yeah, I don't even try.
But in the old days, it didn't matter. I'd just be excited. Like, part of me is like, yo, I got to respect this game and be at my best because I want to blaze. So I tried. Addict hit me up. Like, he saw me late last night working on the show. He's like, yo, what's up? Just I'm like, listen, man. I know me. If I start, I'm gonna want to keep going, and I can't be doing the head nod while I'm playing, man.
You don't want to miss anything.
I will be doing it. I got some different format for The Last of Us stuff going on today. But enough about that. Now, Soft, do you want to get into what you want to do, or should I just jump into my flow, or how you boys want?
No. Go jump into your flow. What I'm gonna do is, so whenever Dan is ready. Dan, how many are you giving away today?
Couple shirts? Yeah,
Yeah.
shirts, 2 of them. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So I'll have 2 questions. We can do that throughout the show, and then again, the codes for the 3 months of Game Pass is I will just drop them into the chat randomly.
No doubt,
Nice.
no doubt. Oh, hold on. Shout out to my brother, Lord Moon, Lord Way Hick in the chat. That is one of our best at LordCognito.net. Salute to him. We already know. Live from the Middle East, Bahrain. Happy Father's Day, brother. Happy Father's Day to you and yours, you know what I'm saying, to the little ones. But we got to get into this show, man. There's a lot going on right now. And before we do that, we got to start with Lord Dan. He's got a special guest in here, man. You know, his video game system history, his passion for gaming, and of course, what led him to the Seasoned Gaming and the amazing Bitcast. So, Lord Dan, let's start from the very beginning, man. What was some of the first video game systems you had, and what got you into gaming?
You know, it's funny. Like last night, I was we kind of went on our little drive, me and the wife, and we I was like, man, I gotta work on my gaming history, dude. I gotta put this stuff together because you know what I say a lot is, you know, if I slept, I forgot it, man. I slept but I'll tell you, born in 1975.
Woo,
so
OG.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yes, sir.
And I was so we started. My dad, you know, being Father's Day, it's kind of cool. He was really kind of the catalyst for my gaming, you know,
we share
rise.
That.
So
we share that,
man,
brother. Yeah, we share that.
It was, and so you know, I've kind of tried to pass that on to the kids too, responsibly, obviously. But we started with 2600.
Oh yeah.
Yes. You know, Yar's Revenge, all that stuff.
Yar's Revenge, love that game.
Yeah, man, we had the paddle, we had everything. It was
Nice.
awesome. And then we kind of went from there to Coleco.
Now you talking my language.
Baxon and stuff. Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, back in, you guys remember, obviously, you know, this is going to sound a little bit old, but you know, you can go to bowling alleys nowadays and there's like a little arcade.
Yes.
We had an arcade that had a bowling alley. It was so big. I'm from Chicago originally, so
what's up, shout
it's
out. Salute.
yeah, they had this. It's called Galaxy World, and we used to go there. My dad used to stop at the gas station, grab a pack of smokes, and then sit there at the sit-down Galaga machine. And he got one
sit-down
ashtray.
joint.
Yep, he got one ashtray with the cigarettes and 2 ashtrays full of tokens, and we would just kind of go back and forth, me and my brothers, and we'd grab some, and you know, all day, you know, and it was awesome. It was
fire, man. People don't know.
Afterburner, yeah. Star Wars, that arcade game that they had. Yep, Galaga was his.
Yeah.
That was him, man. He would just sit there and play Galaga for hours while we, you know, man, that was a good time, and that was really where I did a lot of my gaming because it wasn't too far from our house. So, but after Coleco, I really didn't have anything else. We kind of went from there to Nintendo, and just straight into, you know, like buying a Commando, obviously Mario, Metroid. You guys know Go 13?
Yeah.
Go 13.
Shout out to Mr. Ha.
Oh my God.
Me and Mr. Ha did an
You
all-night.
remember?
Yeah, you need to talk about
I remember Loaded Pixels. That was his game. He could not stop talking. That and the
Yeah,
original
shout out to
Metal.
Gold
He loved. Oh my Lord.
Yes.
He loved
Wasn't
that.
the cinematics like kind of big for his time, right? Go.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I remember Go. That's a classic.
Man.
Wow, continue, Dan.
That's right. See, and I got Ains in the chat already getting mad at Go.
He said, "Don't let him start with that go, damn it." Shout out to Ainsley Bowden, the legend. What's going on in the building? Seasoned Gaming repping. You already know. Go 13, bro. Keep it going. Keep it going.
From there, we basically stuck with, like, we would get consoles. Like, we got a Super NES, and then we would kind of jump back and forth. Like, my brother would get one, I would get one. We would just swap back and forth. We had Super NES, N64. We had the Genesis is the one I got, and you know, that was, you know, Phantasy Star 2, Toe Jam and Earl.
Yes, let's talk about it.
You know, that was
Phantasy Star 2, the 6 mega cartridge. Let's go, Ralph. What is it? What was the boss name? Def something? I forgot. Def something.
And then let's see, I got the CD with it, which I don't know if that was a really smart purchase, but nevertheless, I had it. You know, I don't remember a single game from that. I mean, I know they had like a Sonic game and some other stuff. And then the 32X, I had the whole system all put together.
You had the Tower of Power?
Yeah, Voltron.
Right.
Let's go.
And Star Wars Arcade on that game, or on the 32X, I remember.
Yes.
Gosh, I played too much of that. And then I went to college in '94 when I graduated. And
that's what Illmatic tried.
When the PlayStation came out,
Yeah.
shortly after that. So I had pre-ordered it, got the PlayStation. Battle Arena Toshinden. Wipeout.
Yes.
Those are all the games. I mean, Parasite Eve. One of
Yo,
my favorite games of all time.
Parasite Eve, bro. Remember
I'm
that?
waiting for a remake
Yes.
that damn game.
Yeah.
Man, I'm waiting for that one.
Yeah, that was a classic, man.
So good.
Oh yeah.
But then you kind of get to the point where I kind of hit a lull. I mean, maybe not. I went from PlayStation to PS2. But that was when GTA 3 came out. I was big into that. Metal Gear Solid.
Oh yeah.
First game.
Oh yeah.
Maximo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maximo.
Yeah.
Shout out to Maximo. Yes. Let's go.
And then, gosh, where did I go from there? That was then Xbox.
Yeah. How did you get introduced? How did you get introduced to Xbox?
I think I saw it in a magazine. Go figure. Way before the internet was that big. So, gosh, I'm old.
So into some OG talk. Let's go.
I got the OG Xbox. I was never. There was a thing though. Like if you had to categorize me, and I'm more of probably an Xbox guy, but I've never been really into the Xbox exclusives, which is super weird. But that was more. It was just the new thing to have.
Right. So you were like a tech guy. Like whenever the new console, you kind of like us in the sense that you got to see what the next level is, kind of console.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Went from there. I had KOTOR was my big one on that original Xbox. That was my favorite game.
Classic.
I still have. I don't have any physical copies of any games except for KOTOR and KOTOR 2, and they're still sitting downstairs.
Dope.
So yeah, man, it's those are my all-time favorites. Then 360. Went through 3 of those.
Shout out to the Red Ring. Shout out to the Red Ring, man.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Yeah.
We've all fell to the red ring.
Let's talk about that 360 though. Let's talk about it.
That was more like Assassin's Creed, Red Dead 3, or Red Dead Redemption. I'm sorry.
You and Solver friends for life now. Continue.
those were my games back then. I mean, my friends played Halo. I played a little bit of it here and there.
Hold on, Ames is on your head. He said, "Do not let him disrespect Halo."
I'm not going to disrespect you. I just didn't say it.
Okay, because he's on your head. He's waiting for you to slander. He's telling me.
I do that enough in our private chat. I just, we need to go in here and air out our dirty laundry.
Shout out to the overseer watching.
Yeah, he watching. Yo, he put a statement. He's
the PR person.
He's the PR. He's like, I'm here to say that legally that Dan no way represents the opinions of Seasoned Gaming or its entities. Yo, he put the disclaimer on you early.
Used to, because it might get rough. But no, right around that time, the only console I really didn't have was a PS3, and one was pretty expensive, and at that time, it was just like
you had to get a second job for that though.
Oh,
pretty much did. And so I missed out on some games, but I also wasn't into like, I just wanted to play games. That's always what it comes down to. So then I went from there to the Xbox One, obviously. Switched to pretty much digital once they started, going on that route. I've got 2 8 terabyte brick hard drives sitting there connected to my old one. So that's where I do most of my gaming now is on the Xbox One, and I really didn't get a PS4 till kind of later
in the cycle
down the gen. Yeah.
What was the game that made you say, okay, now it's time, I have to get it?
See, so it was kind of a tie between MLB, the show.
Solve is like, you guys are like, oh my god, this is
tag team
right now.
So I've always that was the one that I was just like, I cannot buy the system for
a baseball game, but they got the best baseballs. It was not even close.
Gosh, it was so good.
MLB The Show was amazing, bro.
If you waited one more year, like next year, we have that.
Oh, being petty.
Shout out to Phil Dominus Maximus Spencer, soon to be a really.
Messy King, continue. So, but MLB The Show, what was the other game?
Horizon Zero Dawn. I really wanted to play that. I saw a lot of stuff about it, and
stop snoring, King.
Oh, wait, excuse me.
Wait, did he say it turned out to be what?
What? No, Horizon Zero Dawn was one of them that I really wanted to get into. So that was it turned out to be one of my favorite games on the PS4. Is what it is.
You gotta stop. You gotta start giving the story. That's his favorite game. Salute.
It was really, I've got 1,000 games on Xbox, and that's where most of my library is.
Mm-hmm.
I've got maybe a couple hundred on the PS4 now.
Mm-hmm.
So it's more, then it was God of War and Spider-Man and all that other stuff. And I got to play The Last of Us, which I never played before. I never played any of the Uncharted games. So, I was able to go back and play. I played 1 and 4, which is weird, and I played part or 2, but it's pretty dated now. So it's kind of tough.
Yeah.
Everybody tells me 2 is the best, but I may never know.
You still went up in there. That's
I still got time between now and Cyberpunk now, especially. So
you got time. We gonna do it. You definitely got time. Hold on, let me get these super chats real quick. Shout out to Lord Dizzy in the building. Lord's favorite magazine and go. Mine was Tips and Trips. For me, Dizzy was Electronic Gaming Monthly. EGM was my favorite.
Nah, mine was Next
Generation.
Next Gen. Y'all like Next Gen?
There was nothing better than that book.
Next Gen was lit.
Next Gen and Game Fan.
Yeah, Next Gen and Game Fan, because Next Gen, they material, they like the way they printed their books.
The magazine was fire. Yeah, no doubt. I just felt EGM was the OG. You know what I'm saying? I still like me some EGM. Oh, shout out to 108 Dragon TV, $5 super chat. Happy Father's Day to the panel and everyone in the chat. Go 13 was the hardest game ever. Jumping over the tank levels. Facts. Halo is king.
I think we missed Cedric H with a $10 super chat. Happy Father's Day, Lords. Thank you, Cedric H.
Salute. Likewise, my brother. Yeah. Neo Mental. Game Informer, of course, but I don't even count Game Informer, Neo Mental, because every time you go to GameStop, they give it to you, basically, when you pre-order something. Yeah, always give you Game Informer.
We don't count the free stuff.
Yeah, it's free. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nintendo. Yo, they put their Game Pro, Nintendo. Wow. OX. Yo, that used to come like this.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the chat, man. Putting out those classic magazines. That's what's up.
Man.
So
actually, we got $5 from Regulator. Happy Father's Day to all the gaming dads. The struggle is real to game and father at the same time. Love the podcast. King David, collect them knees.
Yes, sir. I'll be doing God's work.
No, man. So continue. So pretty much that was. I just have one system I have to ask you about in here. Two. One, the TurboGrafx 16, and
I did not have that one.
Okay, and the Dreamcast. Did you have the Dreamcast?
I did have the Dreamcast.
Okay.
Yeah, that was NFL 2K, man. That was the game you played. Gosh, it was what the heck? Ready to Rumble? Was that a?
Oh yes.
That one was really good. Oh man, it was that game, that system. I think it's a shame that it didn't, keep going. I think, when all that news broke about Sega possibly coming out with another console or something, whatever the rumors were, whatever the micro is, I don't even want to talk about it. But I was pretty stoked about it. If I had to come back down, I know you guys are like the Sega Nintendo. I was right in the middle, man. I'm right in the middle. So it was the Genesis was one of my all-time faves.
Facts.
Yep. That was amazing.
No doubt.
So, but also, you got a lot of fond memories, and that's really what gaming's about for me.
Absolutely.
So, man. But as far as like meeting the guys on gaming, so
literally jumped into my next question. I was gonna say, so how did that whole thing happen? Like, how did you guys link up?
I had a Twitter account that I basically used for like news and information way back in the day.
Okay.
And I won a Fallout 4 limited edition Xbox. They made like 500 of them.
Okay.
I would say it was Adam Kovic from like Rooster Teeth or whatever.
Kovic, yes.
Yeah, I won something from him. And I got it. I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I actually was like, well, I've got I think the new version, the S was coming out. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get the new version. And so I put it up on eBay. Well, I met the guy who bought it was Xbox addict, Matt.
Oh, Matt. Oh, rest in peace to the Matt. Yeah, we met him a few times out at the Fan Fest. Yes.
Good guy.
Good guy.
Super nice guy. And I met him through there, and through him, he kind of introduced me to gaming Twitter, which is, something else. I didn't realize it was that was happening.
Oh yeah.
It's a thing.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
I was totally, blindsided. I was like, well, this is nuts. So, and that I started following guys, and I met Ains through there, and I just kind of looked at his profile one time, and it said, he's in Kansas City.
Yep.
Turns out he was actually from Olathe, Kansas, which is where I'm from. We just say Kansas City because nobody knows where Olathe is.
Yeah. I just say Kansas City because I don't know where it is. I'm sorry, we're ignorant. We're ignorant to the Kansas life. We apologize.
Yeah, if you're from Schaumburg in Chicago, you say you're from Chicago. People ask.
I feel it.
Yeah, and so he was like 10 minutes away from me, which is crazy.
That's what he said. That's what he said. We had AIDS on. Yep.
Craziness. So now, we kind of got together. Went and had a couple, beers, played some arcade games at a thing called Draftcade.
Dope.
Yep. And then him and Bert asked me to come on, and
shout out to Bert.
Shout out to Bert.
It was awesome, and that was it. And the rest is history. I kind of had a couple other, podcasts that and getting into the podcast game, it was also kind of a Matt thing because
I was about to ask you that too.
When he passed away, somebody had asked me to come on one of their shows, and I just kind of started getting into it after that. So it was. I don't mean to bring the mood down.
No.
No.
But
story.
Yeah, and through that, I kind of got into the podcasting part. We had me and my buddy Alden had a short-lived Third Wheel Arcade. It was called. It was just nonsense. It was just like it was super fun though, man. I mean, I do miss that show, doing that with him.
Yeah.
We had like a third wheel. It was always me and him, and then a third guy.
Yep.
Always bringing somebody else, and we had so much fun doing that stuff because it was just calling out the crazies.
Oh yeah.
It was a good time. But Seasoned Gaming is also it's really, really good. It's when I there's no ads on the site. It's all about
pure integrity, brother.
That's it. And it's so much. I can't. I'm really lucky to have met him and to be asked to come on the show and actually contribute.
Absolutely.
To the site. So
yeah, man. No, man, do it. Let me explain. Like, first thing, really respect what you guys do, because from a journalistic standpoint, it's pure integrity. It's no fluff. It's no BS. It's no ad. It's literally about the game. So the movement is pure. That's number one. So we got to celebrate that. Two, as far as the Bitcast, we got a chance, obviously, to listen to you guys. I got a chance to be on, which was awesome. And shout out to the intro y'all guys did for me. That was amazing. Still one of the best. Yeah, they did like a tag team kid and play.
Yeah, no, I liked it.
It was lit. It was lit. Yeah, salute to Ain. And then we got to solve it. We all got a chance. We got to be Bert, on the rooftop.
That's my guy.
Yeah, up there.
Godzilla, Bert, Godzilla.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. Salute. What I mean? So just a great group of guys that represent the right thing, and you guys are beloved in the community, man. So I just wanted to, we got to give the roses while you can smell them, you know what I'm saying, and talk. One of the good guys that are still left doing it. And you, man, you're hilarious. I've seen a couple of your reviews. I love what you bring. You guys used to do that, like, what is it, like little backseat Sunday game playing?
Yeah, where we have one of us would play the game, and then the other two would kind of comment on, So it was a really good time. And then I think one of them we did was Resident Evil 2, just the demo. I'm not. Let me put this out there for my gaming history. I'm not a big fan of horror games, movies, anything. It doesn't take much. I'm a fat guy, so I'm stepping away from my heart attack. I don't need anything. Jump out and scare me. Last of Us 2 is already pushing.
It's already pushing the boundaries or the fear factor.
Yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah, that's not me. At this point in my life, it's more.
When a person got to start the sentence with at this level in my life, I don't need.
He look around from left to right. At this point in my life,
that's when you older. When you older when you start off a sentence at this stage of my life.
I don't need no scares.
I'm gonna play games on probably an easy mode as well.
Oh, I did that too. Shout out to that. That's it. I got nothing to prove to no one.
No, exactly. You know what? If you want to play Dark Souls and you're good at it, I'm fine with that. I love those games to just watch them, and I tried to play them. I suck so bad. I'm just not good at them.
I don't need that in my soul. Nope. That's Sekiro. Garbage.
You're savage.
Like Jedi Fallen Order was like, pushing it for me. Being on the lower level, I was like, man, come on. I know I'm better than this. But you get over your reaction time.
The reaction time, those fast twitch muscles, man. They start to go.
I call it your BS meter. Because you like before we could play Mega Man and die a million times on that level trying to make that jump. All right, fine. Now, if we was to play Mega Man, I don't even play Mega Man right now. If Mega Man was to do that, I leave that level right there and won't come back.
We ain't got that, King. We ain't got that to prove, King.
No, there's nothing to prove in these streets. We got our badges. We got our badges.
got
We
our
don't need
badges,
those
bro.
thinking badges.
We don't need those things. Salute.
Yeah, these guys, they have no idea. You know, Dark Souls, come on now.
Bro,
That's-
we was
yeah.
doing stuff with you had to keep the system on and do it in one sitting.
I say this, right? I say to any of you little whippersnappers, you little wet behind the ears
My
guys.
achievement score, King. My achievement.
No, I don't care about that. I say this. I say go play Magician Lord on Neo Geo.
Oh,
Oh, that was
When you can end that game, then you shout out to me when you can do that, you know, because I did that game and literally, I couldn't break my controller. Those are controllers that you could not toss because those controllers cost $150 back then, which would probably be like $300 now. So you would gently place it down and go kick a wall or something. So no.
salute. Yo, Saul, you want to get that super chat? I gotta ask Dan some questions.
shout out to Stitch with the $5 super chat. King, who got that Last of Us PVC stuff? Spooky user reviews compared to the critics, quote unquote. Pocket watching and the Book of X.
Okay, so let me give you a little background of that really quickly. Somebody called me broke. So for you, I give you this, right? And then he hit me with you don't know who I am? I'm like, no, am I supposed to? Like, why would I know who you are? Like,
y'all savage. Y'all messy on Twitter. I can't.
Shout out to Anchor for calling that out too.
Shout out to Anchor, man.
just because I brought the game digital, I'm trying to save the environment, man.
Anyway, I leave all the Twitter smoke to you, man. You handle it. I just sit for the background watching, like, okay.
I like collecting these. That's all.
You about the box of these? That's what you about?
Oh yeah, I'm about the box of these. If it fits, it ships.
Anyway, so we gotta move on, man. We got a lot of stuff to get into, but I got to ask Lord Dan the question we always ask the Lords of the Realm here at the round table. I need those top 5 video games or franchises of all time.
All right, not in any order.
Not in any order.
Okay, so BioShock for sure. That's probably Mass Effect series.
All right. Let me ask you a some deep. Which one though? Which one? Is
Best one?
You heard that whole glow. If you're in here, say it again, Dan. Say it again.
2.
So
Mass Effect 2 was bar none the best. I mean, there's not even a question.
I personally feel that the first one had the best villain ever. Yeah.
Oh, what could
like
you? Because
the-
you like
la-
this
I like the
name.
last one.
Hold on,
like
that
the
was
last
mad
one better.
bias.
It's not biased at all.
The villain's name is Sovereign, and all of a sudden the good.
I like the last one the best.
You like 3? 3 was the best until they did what they did.
No, I'm talking about this last one they did with the duck walk. That's the
Oh
that
no,
one. The
Andromeda,
duck
we
walk.
not even.
Andromeda. I like Andromeda.
We not
I like
even.
that one.
We not even.
The duck walk.
I like the duck walk.
Listen.
Shout out to the duck walk to bring down the whole franchise.
Hold on 1 second. Shout out to the Asher Lucas Scumcast in the building. $5 super chat. Did y'all talk about Last of Us 2 yet? What's up, fellas? Happy Father's Day to all the kings. We about to get to it. We're gonna switch that tab in a bit. We just gotta finish up with Dan, and then you want to get Regulator.
Regulator super chat. Dan, please don't say bug snacks.
Who's next?
Who's next? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
He said, I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know what's gonna happen. Next year it could be Bug Snacks above BioShock. I
Oh
don't know.
my god. Sorry, so we got BioShock, we got Mass Effect.
Mass Effect. Yep. Last of Us, I think, was probably one of my favorite games. It's probably a more recent one, just the first one.
Yes.
Just because of, I don't know, it's kind of a combination of just the storytelling, the you know, the way, the emotional connection that you can make to the characters, which you don't see a lot in games. You got some of that with like Red Dead 2.
Oh yeah.
You want to be able to put yourself kind of in those shoes, and that's kind of one of those honorary mentions too. Like, there's so many games. I think I mentioned Parasite Eve.
Ooh,
I hold on to that one forever.
Okay, one more.
Such a good game. And then I'm going to go with The Witcher 3. I played the second one through the tutorial, and I said, the hell with this game. This is terrible. And then one of my buddies said, hey, you need to try The Witcher 3. I said, man, I tried The Witcher 2. If it's anything like that, I don't want anything to do with it. Terrible. And then so finally he convinced me. It was like $10 or something. I was like, man, this game is really, really good.
Toss the coin to your Witcher, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Yo, Saul, get the super chat real quick.
Yeah, shout out to Carl Dwyer with the £2 super chat. Turrican 2 for all 5 slots. That's an OG. That's an OG.
That's an OG
right
right there. You already know. Turrican? What?
Yeah.
So
and speaking of which, I don't know if the deal is still on, but if you I believe if you link any account that you own The Witcher 3 on to GOG Galaxy or something like that, you get a free PC copy if you don't have that already.
Yes, so salute. And the last question I got for Lord Dan. Favorite console of all time?
Jeez.
All generations. Just one. Yeah, it's tough.
I'm gonna go with Coleco only because it means there's such a special connection with my dad and myself on that console. There's a game called Venture.
Yep.
But the dude with the face with the little arrow and the little green monsters. Yo, tell me that green monster used to scare the hell out you.
Yes, it did. We played the hell out of that game. That was the one, and for that reason, probably I'm gonna stick with the ColecoVision. Obviously, there's more advanced consoles.
Talk about that. You on it? I'm giving you on to something. Let's go. Keep talking that Coleco talk.
That's the one with that one and Zaxxon. Those are the games that we connected with. And that I will, always kind of hold a special place.
Bro, we share this. You definitely on to something. My dad got me into gaming. Coleco was my first system. And the thing Coleco doesn't get enough credit is that if you really look at it, they're the only console to kind of give Sega and Nintendo.
You said Venture?
Yeah, remember Venture?
Yeah, here we go. You talk about this?
No, not Adventure.
No, he got it. That's it. He's got the right on the screen.
Talk about Venture right here. ColecoVision.
This is the greatest machine that I've ever.
Oh, you started looking at 69,000 games. I saw you on Twitter.
I saw you on Twitter. I was running around with 66,000. I know it's 69,000 games.
Yeah.
And shout out to Venture on the screen. Yeah, let's bring back those memories for you and your dad, man. Let's do that.
That's what's up, man. Venture's a class. But what I wanted to say is Coleco was so unique for its time because it had, if you really look at it, all the guys that ended up becoming big game players like Sega and Nintendo, they kind of debuted a lot of their games on Coleco. Donkey Kong was a pack-in. You know what I'm saying? It was a tremendous system, man. Salute to ColecoVision. You already know. Great gaming history. So we're going to get into the poll and the rest of the show. So last week's poll results are in, and the people have spoken to the question with the recent announcement of PlayStation 5 Digital Edition console. How do you think Sony should position its configuration in preparation for the Lockhart? The winner of our, this is super close, 3-way ILP poll at 38% of the vote was the digital edition should ship as the same price as PlayStation 5, but with a much larger SSD group. Too bad that ain't happening because we got confirmed that it ain't larger.
Ryan said no.
Yeah, but it did happen. It is the same. Coming in at a razor close 36%. So first was 38, second 36. Was the digital edition should be $100 cheaper than the PlayStation 5. Take the hardware loss to undercut Lockhart. And in last place at 25, strong 25 though, was I don't care because I'm getting confused by 2 SKUs at launch.
That's hilarious.
Shout out to all the lords who participated. Lord Sav, what do you think about this?
That digital edition needs to be $100 less, which I think it will be. I mean that is their way of trying to jump into the market and not hit you in the head with that price they don't want to hit you in the head with. And actually by purposely making the disc console look considerably uglier than the other ones too, it helps.
Yeah, without the bulge.
Oh my God.
I think they're personally still going to be taking an L on the discless version, but it's a lot less of an L, and I think they're willing to eat that. Which is that's why I think Lockhart is coming in at $200 straight up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No matter what they do, they're gonna lose.
Anyway, we got a lot to talk about. Let me see if we got it. Yeah. Okay. Get super chat.
We got one super chat. Yeah, we have Elemental Peel with the $5 super chat.
Please
Happy Sunday, Lords. Happy Father's Day to all your families. Own your opinions, community. Thank you.
Salute. You already? We caught up. We all caught up with the judge.
Yeah, we definitely.
No doubt. We're going to get into these topics. You already know. Lord Ag, I see him muted. I don't know if he's back. This is his topic. If not, I can set it off.
Eating pizza.
He got pizza in his beard. Yeah,
Pizza.
This is pizza time. So I'll set it up. Look.
He said, "Who got a pizza for me?"
Remember that when he was ordering pizza?
Yo, his mic was loose. So let me get that pizza over there.
So look, man, we got a lot of Last of Us to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Impressions, reviews. This is Lord Addict's topic.
Go get it. Go get it. Go get it. First one in the chat. Go get it.
What happened? Oh, you put something in there?
Oh, yeah, he put it out there.
Oh, he put it out there. No doubt, no doubt. So we're going to do things a little different, man. Before we get into that, man, but we got to actually get to some breaking news on Last of Us 2. And shout out to Lord Benji Sales. So he says, buckle up. We've got our first record-breaking moment. So for Last of Us 2, biggest Sony opening ever in the UK. Biggest launch of 2020 by far in the UK, passing Animal Crossing. This is physical sales only, not digital. So that's crazy. And he said, we've got a monster worldwide opening up. He said, it seems clear Last of Us 2 is going to outsell Spider-Man in Europe, the previous Sony record holder. Spidey did 3.3 million in 3 days globally. He says he wonder if The Last of Us could hit 4 million in 3 days. And the last thing he said, keep in mind that this launched bigger than Uncharted 4 in physical copies alone. He said digital has gone greatly since then. This could be a colossal launch. So that is just now, today, Busy Sales, what's going on. Well, obviously, we've got a lot to talk about in reference to the game. It is out. We got to get our impressions. So I want to start it off first with the positive. What for those who have played? I know Addy, I'm waiting for him to come back, and unsolved. But what are we thinking about the game so far from what we have played? Let's start with Lord Dan.
All right, yeah, I think it's a gorgeous game. I have enjoyed my time coming back to familiar characters. It's always great. The mechanics are super familiar, but they're improved.
Right.
I think so. They've done a really good job with that. There is, I'm maybe 12, 13 hours into it, but I'm kind of like you guys. I'm checking every corner, every trash can, every everything. So I'm crawling through it.
Yep, meticulous.
So I can't speak on the story because you don't know where it's going yet. I don't anyway. So, but so far, man, I'm really enjoying my time with it for sure. Is it hitting me as hard as The Last of Us did? Not yet, but who knows? No idea.
No doubt. But so far, you would say, like I said, just the gameplay mechanics, graphically, those are things that are standing out to you the most. What's standing out the most? That's like, wow, you're really impressed with.
I would say probably the graphics. Some of the cutscenes are just like gorgeous. Even just some of the small interactions that you have with the world. They did a really cool job with these little things, and a lot of these little things add up to more of a the bigger picture. But like I said, it's hard to talk about without giving anything away. I know it's that is probably what I can focus on right now. That the mechanics. The only thing without spoiling anything is the crafting system. I love how they kind of did that, like the upgrading of your weapons and stuff.
Got you. Fair enough.
Just a little kind of improvement. Quality of life improvement, but it actually is really cool.
Makes a difference. No doubt. Yep. Lord Saul, how many hours have you got in it? What have you been feeling positive things? What you've been enjoying about Last of Us?
First off, big shout out and congratulations to Evo, XXX Evo for winning that first coast. So thank you to Lord Dan and Seasoned Gaming for that.
Salute.
So I love The Last of Us. Right? The first one, I love that game. And I'm about 15 hours in, but again, like Dan, I sort of look at every little corner, looking cranny, and oftentimes you don't find anything. But I just like to listen. These guys spent years upon years making this game. I'm gonna take the time to see it fully. I'm gonna see every environment and take pictures all over the place. Shout out to photo mode. I love it.
Shout out to photo mode.
So so what can I say? In terms of obviously graphics, the game is a beautiful game. It makes you see people talking about the level of violence and whatnot in the game and things like that, and I think it just makes the advancement of the graphics and the engine sort of brings all of that stuff to life. Like when you kill someone from behind and you can hear them gurgling and choke, and you see them choking on their own blood. It's like wow, it's like somebody had to sit and animate this. Like it's
the facial expressions too when that stuff happens. It's just
it's insane. It really is insane. So kudos to them for the amount of time and effort they put into that. So I want to make sure that I sort of see all of that. In terms of the gameplay, the things that they changed, the quality of life stuff, the combat, the fact that they give you a dodge button now sort of opens up the combat a little bit more. Like it's still not, like it's not a fighting game combat, but it makes everything feel a little more realistic, and it shows you that these people are seasoned fighters, that they've been fighting these infected for a long time. Yeah, and so it adds that little extra layer to the combat that's cool. The addition of going prone is another thing that for me, somebody who loves stealth games, like
you Captain Stealth, we stealth those.
They turned it into Splinter Cell for me, like really, it's crazy. So that I really love about the game. One thing that Dan mentioned that I sort of don't like in how the upgrades work now is that before in the first game you could pretty much choose which upgrades you go with first depending on your playstyle. Right. Here it's like a tree. So it's a skill tree that you have to open up certain upgrades in a certain order that they sort of determine for you. Right. And then you're able to upgrade. But until you open up that upgrade in the tree, you can't access it. Whereas in the first one, they were all available and you just had to have enough enough sort of whatever points or whatever to open that up, and you decide how you wanted to play the game. So this is different than that. I didn't like that too much. Okay. So what I played, so obviously I'm not going to talk about story or anything like that.
The non-spoiler edition.
What I've played so far, the game, this is what I feel.
Remember, just positives first though, because we're gonna go in. But I want.
Okay.
Yeah, don't go in yet. Yeah.
So I won't. This isn't okay. Yeah. So this is it's not necessarily a positive. It's not really a negative. So I'll just leave that for the next section.
Yeah, no problem. Because I got questions. I was gonna go to King, but I see Attic is back. Attic, are you back, sir?
Yeah.
I've been waiting on you, brother. Yeah, no worries. So let's get to you, man. Me and you've been talking a while about this. Again, we're gonna just start with positives. What are you impressed about with Last of Us 2? Because you told me some stuff that had me blown away.
I'm impressed pretty much the whole game with the story. Like the graphics look amazing. The gameplay, you could tell that they definitely took the criticism that they got from Last of Us 1. They're like, oh, you didn't like that? It's gone. Oh, you didn't like that? That's gone. Like they took a lot of aspects from other games, like he said, Splinter Cell, and they've improved on that formula.
Are you playing on a regular or a pro?
Why always gotta come down to that with you? Why it always gotta be what he played?
No, I just need to know,
why it always gotta be about the TV that he saw it on, or it gotta be the console format that he used it on? Why, King?
Because I wanted to ask, like certain little questions about it, like, that's all, because I'm playing on a pro, so I would not know the experience on a regular. So that's why I was asking.
Isn't this the same man that said he didn't want the Series X to be taken advantage of? He wanted the same experience off all of them. When I bring that up, I get attacked. I can't even play a game. Everything I play.
No, I wasn't attacking. I was going to ask you a question.
What console am I playing it on? I'm really tired of it. Like, on the real.
Why are you taking offense to it? It was just a question.
I'm in the middle of a conversation, and you butt in. What you playing it on?
No, because I wanted to know. Like, it was a question.
Anyway, Attic, continue, brother. We with you, Attic. Continue. You know what he's doing. Continue.
I lost train of thought.
No, that's okay. We got the you talk about the good things. Now let me ask you this, since you lost your train of thought. One thing you told me that I thought was cool was something about like the enemies that you killed and like them saying something about the names and like a personal thing.
Like you know, obviously, in other games you come across a group of AI. It's just pretty much like they have no personality. They're literally just fodder between you and the next checkpoint. Right. What I really like the attention to detail that Naughty Dog put into this game is they all have different names, and some of the times they can get a little. I saw Jason Schreier put on Twitter that he said some name. I think it was Jason or something like that. He's like, when the third person, I don't think I've ever heard the same name, but I don't really pay attention to that degree. Yeah. But what I do like is like you kill someone, and they're like, and then when the other NPCs roll on it, they're like, "Yo, someone killed Ben." Straight up, we got Ben. Ben is dead. He's no longer alive.
They got Ben.
They got Calvin. They got
Calvin. Who put down Calvin?
And I think. And then when another thing that I really noticed is when you kill someone in front of someone else, they react to it. Like, I'll kill someone.
Yeah, tell me.
Huh? Yeah, they're like and they get more aggressive. It's like they're generally upset that you killed their homie. Like,
word.
and you know what I like is, you know, obviously there's dogs in Last of Us 2. That's one of the new enemies that they put in the game. I don't know how the dogs over there on the pro look like, but they look just fine on the standard.
Yeah, tell them that's right.
My question is not even that. My question was the stability of frame rate and stuff like that. Those were the questions that I was going through.
I think it's definitely a lock 30. I haven't noticed any drop, but that's nice. You know what I really like about the dog, because I was on a roof and I was creeping around trying to, you know, scout how many people's around, where they're around, and I have a rule: if I see a dog, he's dead.
Damn!
Like,
where's our animal sponsor?
If I see a dog, he's dead. If I see a dog, he's the first one going.
We at the Iron Lords podcast.
Well, I mean, is it
not support?
It's a reason, because it's like if you see a runner,
no, I see what he's saying. And
it's gory when you kill a dog.
So what it is?
Gory.
Wait, let me back y'all up, because again, I'm talking from no experience. I refuse to play this game tired. I'm going to start my play session tonight. But my question is it a situation that you got to target them first because they're the snitches?
They can get your scent.
Oh, that's right. They can track scent. Yes.
That bothers me. It's not the scent. It's the aggressiveness that they have. Like,
he just doesn't like animals. So he wants
if they
the animals
see you,
down.
they on you. And they have an animation where if they get enough close to you, they will jump on you and you will fall on your back. And then, you know, that's not the place to be on in Last of Us 2. It's on the ground. Like, you know, so I'm sitting here. But the cool thing is, you know, they implied that dodge mechanic. So you can dodge them if they lunge at you, but if they get you, you're probably dead. So, you know, what I noticed is, you know, I see a dog, and, you know, I like killing the dogs with the bow because it's a one-shot kill. So I'm sitting there, you know, I crouched the back, shot him. He went down. And I'm expecting the next dude to look around for me. You know, it was like I just killed the person because he had him on a leash.
Right.
And I'm okay, I expect this. The chick that had him picks up the dog and holds it and starts crying.
Wow.
And then after that, like, she started running at me. Like, she didn't care about where she was.
Oh, she broke her AI movement joint?
Yeah, she lost it. Like, she literally...
The Last of Us giving us artificial intelligence.
Like, it really felt like that, you know, I killed this dog that she's raised since it was a pup, and she lost her mind, which obviously she was easy to kill at that point.
But, you know, other details on the combat that I forgot to mention is I shot this lady once, right? And she started wailing, like crying, screaming, like in a way I hadn't heard another NPC cry. So I'm like, why did she start wailing and screaming like that? When I get closer to her body, I shot her hand off.
Oh!
I realized I had shot her. Her hand was next to the body. I'm like, oh! Wow. So I was kind of too far to see how it transpired, but I shot her hand off, and she was like staring at the stump, like screaming and shot.
Hey, and you know what else is crazy is like the repercussions to like gun combat. It's like real life. Like, you know, you can't just run at someone and get shot a couple times and act like you just took that. Like, you know, if I see someone and they've got these big sledgehammers and I love them, and I'm sitting there and I have one, and there's this person coming at me, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you.
Gonna get this
work. And then he gets close enough where I think I can get that sledgehammer to his noggin before he shoots me. Yeah, it didn't happen that way.
Wow.
But I walked up, I literally pulled it back like this. He shot me, and how Ellie gonna act like she didn't even in that motion? Oh, and I'm like, no, you can't do that. Like, you can die very easily because there's such a reaction to getting shot. You literally stop moving, you stop running, and not to mention if you get shot with an arrow, you fall on the ground. Like,
have you done this movie at Attic where you ran at someone and then I immediately jump into prone? So they're shooting at me. I dive into prone, shoot at their legs, drop their legs, get back up and run at them, and then hit them with my melee weapon. You could do that sort of stuff in a way that you could in the first game, but it just makes it the way it feels in this game.
But it was shown like that in the trailer leading up to the game that we thought that it wasn't going to do that. We thought it was
that was the missing mechanic. We did not know about the dodge button. Okay. And so, you know what I just enjoy the attention to detail. You know. That's one of the reasons you know, as of right now, it's an 8 out of 10 for me.
Mm-hmm. We're gonna get
And the story, I had to take 2.
We're
because
gonna get to the whole. That's just a positive. I just gotta get the king.
Yeah, I had to get him off the phone the other day. He was just talking. I
told him about the AI mechanic.
I said,
The who killed Mason? And he thought I was talking about a character in the game.
Yeah,
I was like, no, it's an AI.
I said bye. That's exactly what I said, because I said he has diarrhea in the mouth.
Yeah,
he
go
would
in.
definitely defecate all over the floor.
Kaibatsu too.
Kaibatsu's the same. Him and
Yeah.
Kaibatsu the same.
Yeah, they'll start talking, and he was like, "No, I'm not gonna spoil anything." But then he'll spoil like a little
Just a little
thing.
bit.
I'm
He was like, "Oh, you gotta stay with yo." Shout out to Will Be Hill. He said solves one of them drop shotters from Call of Duty, shooting the ankle.
legs.
What I really enjoy about this, because I'm a huge stealth person. I love that I've played all of Dishonored without killing one person. I've played all of the Ducks Revolution without killing anyone. I've I played all the Splinter Cells, but the best one arguably the Blacklist. And I love stealth. But Last of Us was stealth, but it wasn't stealth. It was like kind of a mid-grain. You can play this whole game stealth. You don't. I've went through whole sections, be like, yeah, none of you saw me. I just went right by all of you. And what I like is you can lay in tall grass. You can go prone in tall grass. Wait till they come up on you, then grab them and snap their neck.
That's what's up. No doubt. Yo, let's get King in, man. King, if I know you haven't got a chance too long, but you did play even more than me. I haven't even turned it on yet. So where are you at with it? What are you liking about it so far?
Well, shout out to Sony being the worst downloading console ever.
This is what you like about it being the worst download.
No, I just want to say that's where my frustration at, and that's where a couple of my hours went, because a lot of time.
Here's some breaking news.
What's the breaking?
Apparently, Crash Bandicoot 4 was just announced.
That was yesterday. That was on Friday.
Lord's a Game
You just messed up one of my questions. Damn, Adam.
That was on Friday.
I'm sorry. I was just
shout out to
This is like 3-day-old news.
Look, if you want to see more on it, if you want to
So.
see more on it, apparently they're going to reveal it on June the 22nd.
Oh, they got a date now. Oh, okay,
Pacific.
I got you. But shout out to Undead, LordsGaming.net. We were on that, sir.
That's all.
Salute to the writers, though. Even though Addict didn't read, but it's cool.
Man, you know I don't read like that.
It's all good, man. So King, get to it, brother.
I don't even like reading the guide when I'm looking for something to watch, man. Like,
Good, King. What you got for besides the download speed? What you got?
Okay, so besides the incredibly disgusting download speed of this console,
Keep going in on this. Continue.
when I did get a chance to actually play the game, so I booted it up, and first it started off in my head. I'm like, yeah, because the recap of the story, hit me again, and I was like, yeah, I did realize that they didn't need a part 2. But okay, let's
ask you that.
Let's get to it then, right? Since we're here, let's get to it.
Right.
All right. So I'm playing the game and I'm seeing the direction that it's going in, and it starts off as a movie. So you just sit down, have your popcorn ready to just now it's my time to move. Okay. So I move.
These don't sound like positives, King. Continue.
No, I'm gonna get to the positive stuff because it's a beautiful game, right? So now, when I'm getting to the aspect of the movements, right, and they taking you through the little tutorial how they doing, like reintroducing you to the game and showing you the new stuff. The dodge button's beautiful. The prone stuff is fantastic. What I truly love is the holding your breath, and the world turns to monochrome. And you see the enemies highlighted in white, like behind walls. And it gives you such a Daredevil sixth sense. And the world slows down. And I found that to be so incredible, right? And I said, okay, they needed this mechanic because I know the AI is definitely going to be on some super level. Now I'm like 3 to 4 hours into the game because I'm like Sovereign and everybody else. I'm one of those people.
And King, you know how I knew that AI was going to be on point? When they gave you the option, be like, yo, he can't flank you. Yo, he can't do this.
Oh, I didn't delve into that. I just put my joint on easy and whatever. I didn't delve into shutting people legs off because I heard people saying
you
stuff
can make
like that.
where they can't flank you. Like there's so many options that you can make the AI dumb with. Like pretty much like stay on the very low is how they were on last.
Yeah, but when we were talking about that on who was that? that was Weapon Wheel.
Yeah.
We was talking about the fact that you can gimp the game but still get the trophies, which is kind of stupid. It should come with an asterisk like Barry Bonds.
Oh my god! Continuing with the positives.
Well, I mean, there's not a trophy for beating the game. So
okay, good. So while I'm playing the game, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't like one season. I was like, oh, I said, okay, all right. But then something happened, and then season change,
right? And
I said, wow, okay, this is the price of admission. Now I'm seeing the PlayStation 4. Now I'm seeing the Pro work, and I'm saying, okay, because my machine definitely said, oh,
man, it was loud. It was loud. Yeah.
So I had to turn up the bowls. You got to go up there. You gotta go up. This is a big boy. This is a big boy. This is a big boy.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, yeah, he's working. PlayStation is working. Graphics is looking incredible. I love that you can bust into cars, like bust the windows into cars. Like if you don't see a way in to certain things, just use common sense. And you can do real life physical things to stuff. I like how like ropes have
the rope mechanics. I saw some on Twitter, some wild rope mechanics.
It's amazing in the level of detail and the thought process that they did to put into it, right? So I'm playing it, and then it's a moment where the musicality hits you. Right, because The Last of Us, the first one, it was some musicality into it, and it tied me to the game that made me finish it. Right. And now Joel had made a promise, and now the promise was realized, and then the musicality comes in because it links me to the game, and I'm seeing how they're using it. Shout out to Naughty Dog for using that damn controller.
Okay.
Shout out to them for using that swipe up, the molest button in the front. Shout out to them for using, the reaction sensor on your controller. Shout out to them using the system to its fullest capability, and I appreciate it, and thank you so much.
That's what's up.
So, when you're doing the music thing as a part, I was like, wow, I got a little tear in my eye because you felt the emotion of the scene. And if you don't respect anything from this game, you must respect the writing, because to put the scene together, like a lot of scenes start off with something mundane as her writing on a piece of paper with a pen, but the animation and the thought that went into the scene is so top notch. It's movie quality stuff here. So from the foliage to the going prone to the Daredevil type senses, it encapsulates what I think that the PlayStation mantra is, like, for these dudes that play PlayStation. It's a single player game that isolates you and sucks you into the world. And I think that's exactly what all PlayStation people truly love, and that's exactly what's missing off of Xbox. So I can definitely see that feeling, and it's a tangible feeling that you get when a game is done right, and they definitely onto something. So that's where I'm at with it. Then I'm gonna get to my negatives on it.
All right, that's impressive for King. I'm proud of King now.
No, this might be, because I thought Last of Us, the first one, was the greatest PlayStation 3 game.
Yes.
So I think this might be the greatest PlayStation 4 game.
All right, so let's get
I think God of War is still better than it.
To hell with that.
So let's get into the
Spider-Man smashed that.
Oh, Lord. Here we go. So let's get into the smoke. Obviously, there's been a lot of comments. Social media, I don't know if it's like polarizing, but people have very strong opinions on this game. So I just wanted to bring some stuff to y'all attention.
Let's get those likes up. We got 300 viewing. We got 128 likes. I mean, if you want to put some negatives too, put some negatives. But shout out to the 2 people that put the negatives. I do appreciate you too. Probably the one I said that was broke, and I'm playing with you.
Salute to them. So listen, man. Obviously there's some controversy regarding the game, but I want to read some stuff to you guys. Obviously, you guys have played it, and I want your guys' opinion at the round table of these comments. So the first is kind of what King alluded to, which was like, hey, it doesn't necessarily need a sequel. Some people felt part 1 had the perfect ending. I think, Sav, you've alluded to this before in the past. That part 1 had Last of Us 1 had almost the perfect ending. So this is what people are saying, and I'm going to read about these 3 points. One, character choices and plot holes were so bad throughout the game that at times they would laugh out loud. And this is shout out to this is Skill Up as well. So Skill Up. He said also the game is 25 hours long. One section feels like a 10-hour side quest. He said he would not have finished it had he not been reviewing. And then he said, even though there are improvements to graphics, combat, and exploration, Addict, he's saying the enemy AI is still very bad. Last point, and I see this one a lot. They said the story is relentlessly bleak. There are no likable characters and no comic relief. Everything you liked about the characters in the first game is gone. So, you know, this is pretty much, I've been seeing a lot of this. I also want to shout out to Hogue Law. You know, we've had Hogue on the show many times. You know what I'm saying? He's very opinionated, and you know, this is what he had to say. He was like, he just ended it. You know, he said it's the prettiest game about virtually nothing that has ever made. He said, had a good time with it, but narratively the story is ludicrous, the character motivations bipolar, and the pacing atrocious. He said, so he will do a post-mortem, a spoiler when I can't watch that until that. But look, I'm going to bring it to y'all. Start off with Addict. I know you had strong things to say. What are you agreeing with these points, and what are you feeling are the cons, if there are any cons that you don't like?
I agree with those, but I do think some of them are blown out of proportion. Okay. I think that some people are getting too emotional with their connection to the first one,
right,
and not letting the sequel like be a sequel.
Okay,
like sometimes things aren't happy, sometimes things happen, like you know, and I feel like people get so attached to these worlds that if it doesn't work the way they want it to in their head, then they think it's a bad story.
Hold on 1 second, because we got the legend BG in the building. Broken Games HDR, $10 super chat. Sup, Lords. The Last of Us Part 2 gameplay and story is great. Story is way better than Last of Us 1 because it shows multiple perspectives and angles that make sense and are practical in the brutal world that Last of Us is in. What do you say to that, Addict?
And that's BG's, that's his opinion. I'm not, you know, me and BG are two entirely different people, and I respect BG's opinion as a content creator. And I don't have an issue with what he says, but to me, I feel like there are some hiccups in the story, and other people that's griping on this, and me, it's two different perspectives. I'm not griping on it because of certain scenarios they did. I'm griping on it for completely different.
Joined the realm. Somebody joined the realm? Someone pulled up? I see another square. It looked like it on my screen, but whatever. It's all good. Continue.
Yeah, all digital $2 super chat.
No,
Great show. Happy Father's Day. And then we have somebody for him?
We got
it's BG.
Oh, BG! Okay. What's up? What up, BG? Yeah, I see your icon. What's up, BG? You in the middle?
What's up? Yeah, I don't know why my icon not showing.
Okay, that's what's up. So you get pulled up right quick. We gonna get you. I just want Addict to finish his joint. So, Addict, what else are you not feeling? Because you felt strongly about some things.
Everything I'm not feeling, I can't say. So
okay, without
into the game,
without spoiling, is it narrative based? Is it? It's
definitely narrative based.
Is it what he came up and said?
It's not your what everyone else is complaining about. I just think certain things don't make sense to the overall.
Yeah, we talked about that off air, and if he says that, then he's going to break what we're trying not to do.
No, and that's fine. But I get you guys can generalize because again, from
no. What he's talking about is a real tangible line.
I get it. My thing is, from what I'm hearing, a lot of people have issues with character motivations. Some people are saying they do not agree with.
I didn't get to those points.
I disagree with that. I think the motivations are there. It's just the execution of why the motivations are there is the problem.
Gotcha. All right, let's get BG in right quick, then we'll get there. BG, you feel very strongly about it. I saw the tweet up in there. You know, where are you at with the detractors? BG's in the middle. He left. He's gone. He said, "I don't know what happened to him." Right,
fixed his camera. And there's something else.
He got his icon, but he lost his voice. Anyway, let's get Lord Dead.
My thing just like clipped out for a second.
Okay, there you go. Yeah, you good. So my question is, obviously you see some of the negative that's going on with the game. Like, what are you feeling? Are
no spoilers, BG.
No spoilers. This is spoiler free.
Well, I think the story's great.
Okay.
Like, I think it's people. I think it's simply people that are in love with I guess a narrative, or I think and gamers are conditioned to certain things happening in video games, because let's be real, you know, in most games the same thing happens in the end.
Right.
Like, even if we don't play the game, 99% of games, even 99% of movies, we know what's going to happen in the end.
You get the happy ending. Yeah.
You get the happy ending. There's rarely ever a movie, there's rarely ever a game where there's not necessarily like at least a down the middle ending. You don't even get that. You don't even get that easily. This is very jarring for people who are attached to characters, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That like when you don't give them that, which is what they were expecting, they hate it. It makes them feel bad. It makes them feel uncomfortable. This is a very uncomfortable game. It's very uncomfortable for people to watch, and that's why I feel they hate it. They want to feel good. They want to feel like the typical, linear good guy versus bad guy type of thing. And this game does not give you that. There's no good guys and bad guys.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Now that's a great explanation. I love. You nailed it for someone I haven't played yet. I'm very intrigued. Let me get Dan in, man. Dan, I mean, from the criticisms that you've seen, and from what you have played so far, do you think any of it is justified?
I think anybody can have whatever opinion they want to. I mean, that's the thing about it is, until you finish the game and you've played all the way through it, I mean, it's as far as story goes, and knowing what happens, right? In the narrative, before you criticize that, and to be fair, there has been some times where it's kind of lagged. It's kind of been all over the place. It's kind of like, what are we doing here? There's definitely been those moments. Right. It's not, you said something about pacing. That's probably pretty true, pretty accurate. There's some pacing issues for sure. I can't speak on the overall narrative because I haven't finished. Right. But I mean, everybody, just as long as you play the game, you know what I mean? I'm kind of, guys, don't just make up your opinion based on what you've seen. Right. You got to have hands on.
Absolutely.
I don't go, to the movie theater and with a blindfold on and just listen to the movie. Don't do it because and then say, well, that was garbage. You got to get your hands
the
on
biggest thing I want to point out is even with the issues I have with the story, like, I still want to give this game an 8, 9 out of 10. Like, I want to the atmosphere, the characters, the gameplay, and let me say it again: the atmosphere and the attention to detail is so good that it wants me to overlook the most important thing about games, which is story and gameplay. Right. The gameplay is so good; it's overshadowing the story. Right. And I'm the kind of person that I require good gameplay. I don't care about it. The story can be amazing if the gameplay's bad. I'm not going to get through the game.
However, based on what I know of you, I've seen situations where games have really knocked it out the park gameplay wise for you, and then narratively the game may do something at the end or the ending itself that you don't agree with, whether it be motivation, whatever, and you have dock points from games with the way games end and how the plot lines kind of resolve.
This is some of the best gameplay I've ever played. Okay.
So as a result,
and it's not just the gameplay; it's the attention to detail. It's the atmosphere when you're on your horse going around. Like, it feels like you're in that area. Like, they show you what certain places in the country looks like, all flooded and stuff. It feels like you're in that area. It's a combination of everything. The story, as of right now, it's not. It is an average story to me. It's not great. Gotcha. But it's not to the point where I'm like, you know what, Cognito, this story's trash. I don't want nothing with this story. It's not there. We're not there. It's just when I get to something like, that don't make sense. But okay, we'll go with that.
Like, that's what I've been hearing. People have been saying certain things don't make sense. You know what I'm saying? So that's what they have to think. Let me get this super chat, then I'm gonna get solved. So let's get the super chat. Shout out to Thanos is boss with the $10 super chat. BG is thinking just because the story does something different or unorthodox, that means it's automatically good. Not this case. Shock value doesn't equal good. It still needs to be well written. BG, he coming.
How you feel about that, BG?
I never said that's what made the story good. He's hearing things. I said, and he can go back and listen. I said that's why people don't like it. I never said that's why I think it's good.
Okay.
Get your hearing checked.
Okay. So let's get to it, man. Oh, hold on. Like, Kid Smooth, Weapon Will is representing right now. Kid Smooth, follow us in the chat. BG, how far am I? I just met with Nora and did another flashback segment.
Ew, wow.
Hey, what's up with you, boy?
That's
That was violation. I don't know what Nora is. I don't know what's going on. So I mean,
You should have told BG to read that.
oh, okay. BG, he wants to know how far he is.
You're about halfway through the game.
40?
He's about halfway
40?
through the game.
I feel like that's 40. That's at least like maybe 40%. You still
Why would
far.
you ask that question, kid? You're far enough to be playing the game. Shut up.
So let the Kid Smooth for getting his rock off, getting his questions in.
You still got.
And you know what's funny, kid? You have access to BG and me directly.
Yeah, he would have did it live on
What, the
his
super chat that they go spoil people.
Shout out to Kid Smooth.
What's up with you?
He definitely could have DM'd somebody.
Yes, he clearly could have did. Yo, shout out to Kid.
You know he did that. That was petty.
That was petty. That was messy, Kid. That was messy, Kid.
Somebody aggravated him behind the scenes. He wanted to aggravate other people.
Lord Saul, man. Let's get you in, man.
I'm
Obviously,
gonna see y'all later, though, guys.
all right, later, BG.
All right, later,
Good
B.
for pulling up, man.
bro.
See you later.
Happy Father's Day, brother.
Happy Father's Day, bro. So, yeah, man. So, I mean, obviously, you've played. You're about to go into the things that you didn't like, and from what I said and what we talked about, is any of that justified in any of the things that you don't like?
Not that I've seen so far. I'm not far enough to say that narrative stuff is really affecting me that way. What I will say is this. Well, first of all, one thing that I forgot to mention, the stuff that I like that BG mentioned was the different perspectives. The fact that you get to see things from a different point of view apart from the protagonist allows you to have some empathy for what people's motivations for what they
keep playing. You'll change that opinion.
Yeah, I mean, empathy in the sense that you see it, not that you care, but that you at least get to see the point of view, right?
It gets to the point where that's a cool thing, but then you get to the point where like, man, again, like, do I really, like, really, like?
Fair enough.
So the one thing I will say that, so this point feels justified to me, and again, it might change later, is pacing, and I say that for this reason. The first game was a fairly tight experience. You had explorable areas, but it was still very tight. And besides the pacing, the story, you know, Neil Druckmann said this himself. The story in the first one is about love. It's about somebody who's lost sort of the ability to love because of the things that he suffered through and done.
Right.
Allowing himself to love someone again in that way. And it's a story about how they come together. So the quiet moments in that first game
beautiful.
Are important to sort of growing that relationship, right? Now, even with that said, the quiet moments in that first game are quickly followed by drama. There's something coming. You never really feel for an extended period of time that you're not in danger in the first game. In this game, there's a point that you get to that you see the changes they made in the game and that they opened up sort of the core. And I'm not going to call it an open world, but they opened things up a little bit.
It's like a hub world.
Right. It's like a hub world, kind of like what they did. And shout out to Kaibatsu because he mentioned this and it makes sense. Kind of like what they did with Gears of War, where they opened it up a little bit and let you.
They actually did it better than Gears of War. If you ask
for sure. Yeah, absolutely they did. So what gets me about that is that Druckmann himself has said this game is about hate. So when I think about hate as an emotion, hate as an emotion is something that's irrational. It's something reactive. It's sort of something that lends itself to a story that has like a frantic pace. Like, you did something to me, I'm going to get you back. I'm not going to think about the repercussions. I'm just going to go.
Get you.
Yeah, so, you know what's funny? Sorry to interrupt you real quick. So, like, it's the pacing is weird sometimes. Like, you'll go from like stabbing someone's neck in like one of those little skirmishes to, you know, let's talk about what we did last Christmas.
Right, and then you go, it's kind of like you know how you do in like open world games or RPGs where it's like, you like listen, the world is coming to an end. You have 2 hours to save everybody, and then you're like, cool, no doubt, but I'm gonna go on these 100 side quests first. You know, I'm gonna go fall in love. I'm gonna go, you know, I'm gonna go bang some aliens. You know, and then I'm going to get to saving the world, right?
Yes.
And so it takes you away from the gravity of the moment. So in a game like this, I think it's almost detrimental to it to not have that sort of more tightly wound narrative and not allowing you all this sort of downtime to run around with, because it takes away from the gravity of, I am hateful of something. I need to go rectify this. And it takes away from that in a way that the first one didn't. The first one felt more frantic. The pace was quicker, and it lent itself to all constantly sort of being afraid of your surroundings, even in the quiet moments. Right.
Well, I felt that the first one, due to the limitations of the hardware, pushed the narrative into that corridor, because
it was a third PS3 game for sure.
Yeah, because if you're looking at this hardware doesn't have those same limitations. So when you're able to go into this open hub world, I found it to break the tension. I needed the tension broken. All right. Because it turns into a whole different type of tension when you go into exploring. Like I found myself a lot of times just what the hell? Like, hold on, did I hear something? Yeah. And I'm going into a room. I see a boarded up area, and I'm going from point A to point B. So it didn't take away the attention or that feeling of I got to get revenge, or I feel like I got to get this done. I understand what you're talking about, because when they're having a conversation about youth or something that she did, it is the moments that they're building, because she's not a child anymore.
Right.
True.
Right. So when she's building these experiences and they're talking to another person, another NPC, they're giving you a bond, because remember, the bonds that you had before from the first game is basically shattered, right? So you don't understand where this new thing is going. So it's building up to that point, and in those quote unquote quiet moments, they give you these banters to start attaching you to this, to that individual in that situation.
And my issue with that, you're absolutely 100% correct, is that the banter doesn't feel as meaningful as in the first.
No, it doesn't. It's random with certain things. It's completely random, except if it has a visual cue. Like when it has a visual cue and you have to hit the button to hear that story, then I think that is intentionally put there. But then,
I would agree with you if they did that when crazy stuff's not going down. When they do that in the off times,
you're a million leagues ahead of me, right? And I'm telling you from the view of a neophyte, right? Going into the game. For any individual that feels that I don't like, I thought The Last of Us, the first one, was a perfect ending to that story.
That's what the
right. So if you're going into that game like that, you know what you can do.
I kind of disagree with that, to be honest with you.
But this is what they can do.
Right.
Don't buy two. And then one,
you like me with Terminator 2 in the movie. Terminator 2 ended perfect for me. So the other Terminators, they need to happen as far as
are you drawing matching them? If you don't like Last of Us 2, we got a game for
it. We got a Terminator for me.
Let's get some of these super chats real quick. That's okay with you, King.
We got Mariano Pump out with the $5 super chat. Model viewer is something I'm enjoying. Details of the models. Wow.
Yeah. We forgot the $2 super chat. That's not a spoiler. Look, is that technically a spoiler? No, we didn't. Is that technically a spoiler? No. But saying people's names in the game, that's a little bit that's borderline.
Let me address the elephant in the room that people aren't talking about, the visual downgrade. Now,
I didn't see a visual.
Okay, I know you didn't see it because you're playing on a regular. But let's bang.
Hold on, let's finish these super chats before you call that.
Say Addison, let's finish the damn super chat.
Yeah, let's finish this super chat.
Get the super chat.
All right, so we got a $5 super chat from Elemental PO. Does the marketing for this game mislead the consumer? The commercials are all about Ellie. Is that true? I would agree with you a little bit because, obviously, we talked about earlier, there's different perspectives. They do kind of make you think that it's all from one perspective. But then again, like from a telling a story standpoint, I don't think they can really tell you, you're going to put, you're going to do it from different perspectives. Yeah. So they kind of have to do it that way. But, that's just either near or there. All right. We got a $2 super chat from RNB3. Part 2 stories poorly written into the bushes. Get it into the bushes in that for our man. And we got a $2 super chat from Elemental PO. Flashbacks in the bushes. Keep that into the bushes.
Mad bushes today.
Yeah, I mean, man, y'all don't like The Godfather Part 2? Damn.
They ain't about that flashback.
It is what it is.
So
when I'm talking about the visual downgrade, go and watch the first reveal trailer, and then you can actually understand what I'm talking about. And it's not so bad. I believe those is running off of PCs or Dell kits that have a higher bandwidth and are stronger than the actual PlayStation 4 Pro itself. So when I actually got it, I said, okay, I see the shimmering, I see the things. I see a game now. Before I was seeing something that wasn't a game, right? Now I'm seeing a game, and I'm not taking anything away from it. Actually, I am taking everything away from it. Actually, I am giving you all that smoke. Actually, I'm definitely going to talk about the downgrade of the graphical fidelity of the game, but the game is at a high fidelity, right? Would I talk about it not being true 4K? Yes, I would definitely talk about it not being true 4K and not being 60 frames per second. Yes, I would definitely go into that stuff because that stuff I learned to appreciate on another platform that I'm not appreciating here. Yeah, you thought you wasn't going to get the smoke, you got the smoke. But the story... For any individual that felt, and I wholeheartedly feel this, if you didn't pick up the game and you felt that I didn't feel it needed a sequel, if you never buy the second one,
you good.
The sequel never happens.
But that doesn't make the sequel not existent, kid.
No, but it doesn't make it exist for
That's
them.
like watching the first Lord of the Rings, never finishing the trilogy, and say this is the only Lord.
But I do feel them though, because like I said, there's some movies and franchises that I have such an emotional attachment, and when they come out with like Andromeda don't count to me.
You heard that, right?
But Andromeda don't exist.
Just because you don't like the game, don't mean it's.
As far as I'm concerned, that didn't happen in the Mass Effect universe.
If he said that was a perfect ending, and then they said,
you guys say Addict World, you try to discredit games you don't like.
That's
Come
your
on,
world,
man.
right?
Yeah, that's my way. I can do Addict's World too. Continue.
Hold on, we got a $5 super chat from Mega. I agree with Addict. The story just goes into the nonsensical territory, into the bushes. However, the game on a technical level is incredible. It's besides, I don't agree with what King says on the actual graphics. I think the game looks beautiful. It's probably the best looking game that's ever been made. That's just me.
I just say this: go look at the first
that's on a slam.
Go look at the first reveal and go play the game. And then you're gonna go, oh, I see exactly what King was talking about. Yeah, the flow isn't how they tried to make the flow. Stop it. Is actually that was my biggest thing when I saw the trailer, when she flipped and she rolled and she grabbed the brick and hit the dude in the face. And you could do it in the clunky version of that. That can actually happen. Savage. It don't look like that. It's not as smooth. So let's stop. Like when we saw Spider-Man flipping and doing this, in the cutscene, but in the actual game, it really doesn't happen in that form like that. It's like when you actually do the vertical slice, like we want to get on and bang on everybody else for vertical slicing to get their game out. Okay. This was a vertical slice. It looked way better in the trailer, but then when I got the game, I got a game, and I'm appreciative for the game. But let's talk about the downgrades. Let's do that.
All right, no doubt, I'll fit that. Let me get my brother Gamin Forte. Happy Father's Day, Lord. Today is the day of kings. Funny thing is, my youngest is like, why you only have one day? Mom has you beat by a lot. Salute to my bro, Gamin Forte, man. Salute to you, man. Good to see you, brother.
We got to take back Sundays, brother. Take back Sundays.
Take the Sundays back. So look, I want to bring this to y'all too now. The next thing I want to bring to y'all on this subject, again, is the reviews. And there's a lot of controversy.
The review bombing.
Look at that. Yeah. I got 4 more dislikes. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for not agreeing with me and putting the 4 dislikes in. That still counts, right? It still counts. Thank you, sir.
So so again, we got this review bomb. It's very, controversial. I wanted to bring it to your attention as far as, obviously, why do you think this is happening? And then the other thing is, there was some very strict embargoes about this game for the reviewers. You know what I'm saying? So I think what we heard initially was something to the effect like maybe you could get the first. You couldn't talk about like the last 12 hours of the game in your review. It was very.
You could only really talk about the first 4 hours. You couldn't talk about the last 20.
Right. You couldn't talk about the last 20. It's very polarizing. The user scores right now on Metacritic. Right now it's a 95 meta, and the user score is a 3.4. So this game is getting crazy bombed, by users.
Can I say something that I probably shouldn't say?
Oh, good. As long as it's not a spoiler.
Anyone giving this game a 10 out of 10 is a fraud.
Oh my god!
Opinion or not, I usually stay away from telling other people's opinions wrong or right. But this game in no way, shape, or form is a 10 out of 10, and not even close. And I just don't understand how stuff happens where I'm at in the game, and no one even remotely try to bring it up in their review. Like, even in a way that is non-spoiler, like they acted like that didn't exist. It's like they played half the game. It's like, you know what? I think we're done. Let's go review it now. Like, I just don't get it. Like,
all right, so let's get to it, man. We get dead. All right, here's the thing. Obviously, like I said, it's getting bombed. But I want to talk specifically about these embargoes, Dan, that are saying you can review it. We're giving you the copy, but you cannot make mention of the last 12 hours in your review. How do you feel about this?
It's just a really weird way to do it. If that's the case, then why not wait until when it releases?
Yeah,
or the day before. It doesn't make any sense to do it that way. I know Sony. I saw something where they're like going into chats and forums and like striking comments. That's insane to me.
Overlord.
I mean, I don't understand. I think it was Hogue Law that I read.
Shout out to Hogue. Yep, who's in it?
And I was just like, what in the hell are these guys doing? It's one thing to if it's a review or if it's using footage. It's a whole nother thing, I think, when it's just like, hey, what about this part in the game? And you're just chatting about it. You do whatever you want. It's and the review bombs. Come on now. I mean, that's just childish. I mean, if you need to make 15 rounds to drop it down to whatever you want. I mean, I also agree with Attic though too. I don't think it's a 10.
Right.
Where I'm at. I mean, so, but it's just. You get those certain outlets, and this is, shout out to the Season Gaming. We always have to finish. That's one of Ains's rules. You have to play the entire game all the way through, and to actually review the game, and it's how it should be.
Absolutely.
Now, not being able to talk about the last part of the game is insane. Also, when
apparently you couldn't get review code unless you agree to those terms.
Yeah. It's a weird way to do it, and.
Right.
I don't understand it. Just it should be just kind of across the board, with review. Like it's going to come out the day before. This is when you're getting the good reviews. If you want to go a week early and you want to put all these, limitations on it, then you're going to get what you're going to get, and people are going to be upset, and you're going to get half reviews.
Let me ask you, Dan, for devil's advocate's sake.
Yeah,
we do know that this game, major plots, major cinematics were leaked beforehand. We do know this game had to change release dates magically. You know what I'm saying? But my question is, do you think because of that played into Naughty Dog's decision to say, okay, you know what? We've got to tighten up on what they could talk about? Or do you still think that doesn't matter, that the reviewer should be able to talk about the game as long as they don't spoil it in its entirety in its review?
Part of me feels like that was going to happen regardless if it got leaked or not, because of this particular game and what happens in the story. Right. They don't want the bad stuff being talked about. It's like I said, they only want the, oh my God, this is amazing stuff being talked about.
I get that. But in its defense, it's unprecedented, the amount of... I've never seen a major AAA game get leaked in the way this game has in my history of games.
It did, but at the same time, at the same time, King, whose fault was that?
I think the reason why it got leaked was because somebody behind the scenes probably felt that Sony was going to hold this game back like they did Miles Morales, and said, you know what? No, I'm going to force your hand. I'm going to leak out everything, and it is what it is.
So you think it's an inside job?
Yeah, I think that because remember, it was indefinite, that and Ghost of Tsushima. Right. And if that doesn't happen, if the leak never happens, do we wait and get
That's a good point.
Yeah, because Cyberpunk gets pushed back till later. Right. It's a lot of things that's in moving parts, and y'all would have took it. Y'all would have took the whole excuse of this situation, the pandemic, and all this other stuff is going on, and we're behind the scenes and we're not there yet. And you would have took it, and they said it's coming out in November, and you would have ate it, and it would have been fine, right? But then the leak comes out, and then it's like
magically we're ready to go. It's ready to ship.
So you know what? We're due in June. Like we were indefinite. That's like you tell your girl a date and you're like, yo, we're gonna get married. I don't know, I'm thinking about it, and then some news come out and you're like,
yo, you stupid.
Yo, we're gonna get married in the next month.
Yo, the scandal, he got to marry up before he get canceled. Them old texts, them old DMs, kid.
I do
before she finds out that you're not worth it. So you gotta seal this deal.
I do think that those review the leaks definitely helped the game get pushed out.
Yeah.
Regardless who leaked it, because we still don't really know. We don't know that much concept.
Oh,
you know who leaked it? You got his number? Hit me up, King. Hit me up in the DMs.
Who leaked it? A fan of the game leaked it. He said, "I'm not waiting to the PlayStation 5 because I might not get one, even though I work there."
He defended the smart delivery. That's
right. He said, "I know y'all not doing smart delivery. I won't be able to play it back to back. It ain't coming out for the PlayStation 4 Pro. To hell with you. I'm dropping it now. Let's get it.
Let's get it." I can't.
What you gonna do now? Let's get it.
Back to Dan. Because it is, the original question with the leaks and stuff, do you think that is Naughty Dog is justified by doing what they did because of that? Or still no?
By delaying it? I mean, if that leak hadn't come out, we might not even see it. We might not be playing it right. I understand why. I mean, they said it was logistics and all that stuff, and apparently, I mean, if it's outselling Animal Crossing and physical sales only, that's insane.
That's insane.
Yeah.
I mean, don't come at me with that kind of news. Something else, I mean, and it was right before that when Jason Schreier came out and talked about the working conditions. I mean, there was so much going against them.
Yeah.
So I understand maybe a little bit why they wanted to do that, but I still don't agree with the tactic. And I think they should just wait. They should just waited, and just let everybody, Thursday, right before the game comes out, we're gonna.
Hold on 1 second, Addict. Let me just get the super chats. Shout out to Brian Cooper. The Last of Us 2 had audio issues where you couldn't hear the stuff the characters were saying unless looking in the direction the entire game. They still got that? Because they got that in the first game. I remember that. They still have that issue? Well, no.
It depends. Like I actually, from my PlayStation, like if you go listening through headphones, I had to get a mini amp for my headphones because it's very low. So I find that it's better than in the first one, but it still sort of happens. Like instead of you hearing it directionally, you kind of have to be facing them.
Yeah, I remember that.
That got to be a pro issue because over here on the standard, I ain't.
He said it got to be a pro.
That's not a pro issue. That's why Cerny wanted you to get those ears to send those ears to him so he can form sound for your ears.
Let me get shout out to Brap, man. Basement Radio Arcade Pod 2000 with your happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day,
shout out to
brother.
Brap,
You already know. And of course, we got Fastback from NLG. You already know, Texas in the building. Iron Lord Show every Sunday is a real 10 out of 10. Wow. Great to see Dan from Seasoned Gaming at the round table, if that is his real name.
It's Bugsnax.
Bugsnax number one.
Yeah.
Get Stitch, Saul.
Shout out to Stitch, the $2 super chat. This Pixar animation topic is running very long.
We're almost done, Stitch. I already know. You should wait a minute. Ain't no switch topic. You should be quiet. Anyway, so let's get back to Attic, man. Now, Attic, here's the thing. I
got another down thumb. Thanks.
You stupid.
I got hit with the who's next.
So he's back. So Attic, the thing is, in reference to the whole, like we said, we talked about with the whole review, the Metacritic, the way Naughty Dog was handling that. What do you feel about that whole thing? He's eating. Pizza's in the building.
Hold on.
Clear the bid.
Okay, explain that again.
All right, so remember the whole embargo process. Naughty Dog told the reviewers, you can review this game, but you cannot talk about the last 12 hours. You got to leave out major things. Those things cannot be in your initial review. Do you think that's justified? Do you disagree because of the sport? Like,
it's definitely not justified. And I'd go out on a limb and say it's scenarios like this that we should completely discredit websites like Metacritic.
Woo!
Yeah,
because I look, nothing. It's not even Metacritic. Metacritic's not the issue. The issue is outlets letting stuff like this happen to put it on Metacritic for these invisible wars to be used with these numbers. It's like at the end of the day, this is not the first time stuff like this has happened. Remember Metal Gear Solid 5? The boot camp stuff?
Yeah.
I got 10 out of 10s too.
So you think this is fraudery? You think this is
it's the definition of fraudery. Like how can you logically review something you can only talk about 40% of the game?
So it's impossible for someone to have a review in your opinion.
I feel like in a way, like people should be ashamed of themselves that reviewed this game under those circumstances.
Man, mega fraud alerts from Addict today.
You took my point.
Oh well, Addict spit a ball. You taking sound bars?
Because at the end of the day, it's like, look, like you're allowing someone to manipulate you for like, look. There might be stuff I would sell out for, but this is my friends is not one of them.
Oh, hold on, Hector coming for you. He said Macho Logna. He said I disagree at it.
Now remember, we talked about review embargoes and stuff, and remember, I said back then that issues like this is an issue. Like and not only did they say, yo, you can't talk about this, you can't talk about this, you can only talk about this perspective. You can only talk like imagine like Skill Up. He said in the embargo, you can only talk about roughly around 4 to 5 hours of the gameplay.
But doesn't that go to the sellout of the individual then? Because aren't you reading that before
you have to put it on the outlet.
You got to respect the legal terms of the outlet.
Before you even accept it, aren't you hit with the terms first?
Yeah, you hit with the terms
first.
Right,
so you see the terms, and you say, I still love the game. I got to have it first. So you go inside.
That's the thing. I would expect these bigger outlets, right? To see something like this, I'd be like, you know what, guys? Thank you, but no thank you.
No thank you. But they're not doing that.
We will get it on day of. We'll review it, and our complete review will come out when it's ready.
All right, but let's be real now. That would be the paragon of virtue. That would be that would be missing out on your site having the biggest, most highly anticipated game of the year. You would literally be sacrificing clicks. You know what I'm saying? This is pure integrity. This is seasoned gaming stuff. It's pure integrity.
So and that's what brings me.
I think IGN can afford that.
But wait, I want to get Dan. I want to get Dan real quick. What did you say, Dan?
Not first or last. I mean, that's how this whole thing works. If you get on, you have to have those clicks first. You know, you're gonna, it's gonna call, your traffic's gonna go up. That's what they do. So I mean, that's sell their soul for what it is.
That's what I mean. Next point.
Go ahead, Addict. The chat says Addict's on fire. He on to something. Continue, Addict.
That's what brings me to my next point. Like, look, I'm not for review bombing games.
Right.
If you're a fanboy and you just don't like PlayStation, got a hit.
Right.
I'm not for that.
Right.
But I am definitely for review bombing a game if it's for a reason. Companies reviewing games based off of what Sony's making them do. Let's be real, they're not making them do anything. But in a world where we have to cover something or we don't have food on our table, they're gonna cover it. I can't blame the outlet for trying to support their family. But I can't blame the people giving the restrictions, making them be under those circumstances to review the game.
I feel that. Here's the thing. Sam Walton said, so because they didn't discuss the second half of the game, Addict, but finished the game, they can't say it's a 10 out of 10. And if they did, they was paid.
And that's where I think it's fine because they finished the game, right? So you can give your full opinion on what you felt about the game without talking about the end, and it be valid. I get that part. Right. My beef with it is this: it's like if talking about the ending of that game or the last hours of that game, it's imperative to the story. This is a story-based game. This is not an open world game with thousands of side quests. The story and the arc and how you felt about it is imperative to your final thoughts on that game.
Preach.
It does not make sense to have a review embargo that's a week out, because the thing about that is immediately gamers, once they see a review embargo that's a week out, it's like, oh my god, it has to be great, amazing game, right?
So are you implying something? So are you implying that there's logic, there's reasoning behind this? Is this what we doing?
Yeah, of course, there's reasoning behind this. They want that smoke when they know that. What was God of War? It was like 2 weeks out or something like that, right?
You know what?
Fantastic.
Let's be real here. They wanted that persona with the hardcore.
For sure.
Yo, Cognito, Solve, King, they confident. They releasing that a week before the game comes out.
And then you tell me I can't talk about everything I do.
What's funny is the actual embargo for the actual game that lets you talk about everything was up the day before it came out. Like,
wow. So you trying to say they waited for the numbers to hit Addict and then you can talk about it after the sales went in? Is that what we doing?
My thing is these big outlets, they have the power to be better and be like, you know what, guys? Like, I appreciate it. You always give us these codes early, obviously to get it early, but this is a story-based game. This is a direct continuation of another story-based game. It's imperative that we talk about this stuff. Like,
it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because, like Dan said, this is all click motivated. Right. It's the whole first type of thing, and then the first idiot to say, "I'm gonna give it a bad score," then, man, like, it's a whole movement behind that 10. You understand? There's a movement behind that 10.
Right.
Because dudes in their heart, even if they can't afford it, shout out to you broke ponies, to get it until Tuesday, you know, pay Tuesday, I'm playing it now. They want it to be a 10, no matter what. So those dudes are gonna gravitate to that 10. Oh, he said it's a 10. Let me see.
Right.
And you know, and not knowing and not caring that he can't talk about the last 12 hours of the game or the last 7 hours or whatever he can't do. They just want to push their narrative to feel comforted. They just want a blanket, right? So, and they know that. But you want these sites to say, no, we're going to pass on the biggest game of the year, the biggest game of the generation on my moral integrity. Shift your knees here, please, because they are not in it for the morals. They're not in it for the scruples. They're in it for the likes, the clicks, and everything else that goes with it. So at the same time, we can stand on this little pulpit all we want. But when we're getting ad revenues that's in the thousands, I'm talking about, I can't even imagine what their ad revenue looks like. For you to piss off Sony, Naughty Dog, and be like, no, I'm going to stand on this highfalutin. No, man, give me your game. And you said 12 hours I can't talk about. When do I sign up?
When you sign up? Let me before we get to
man.
Super Chats, I gotta salute my bro. Shout out to Love Macho channel, LordsOfGaming.net. He said, look, I did the same with Final Fantasy VII Remake. I talked about my experience, my thoughts, feeling of all the gameplays from music to graphics. I lightly covered story with my basic thoughts. Now I gotta shout out Log, they're in the building. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, and we've come across two situations like this. You know, with I believe with Minecraft Dungeons. I forget there was another game, even Macho with Xenoblade and stuff like that, where there's an embargo, and obviously if we want to hit that, you know, and get it out fast, get it done, we will definitely get the benefit of the clicks. But I gotta salute the writers, because a lot of times they'll be like, look, I'm not finished, or because of the embargo, I could do it, but it's gonna be kind of rushed out and stuff like that. And a lot of times we're sitting these meetings and say, look, I'd rather you wait so that we know you finished the game in its entirety. It wasn't rushed. You got the full scope of the experience. And honestly, it's actually come out beneficial for us, because during that situation, we've either found out other things about the game, and you can have like an impressions article first and then a review. You know what I'm saying? So salute to the writers. I see y'all in there. We got to get these super chats real quick, and then I got to get back on solving it. Hold on, we got a lot. Damn,
we got Stitch.
Yeah.
$5 super chat from Stitch. Let's get to the real topic. Cyberpunk 2077 release title for Xbox Series X, hinting release window for the console.
No doubt. We have
Element Appeal with the $10 super chat. I respect your honest opinion, Addict. Honest in quotations. Smitty Smith with a $5 super chat. Tell him, Lord Addict, it's like getting a plate of food but can only talk about the broccoli.
We got the
that broccoli good though, because the broccoli get clicks.
And we got Thursday night with chat. Lots of bugs in The Last of Us 2. Got stuck moving. Ellie had to restart way back. The game wasn't ready for release. With they being doing for 5 to 7 years.
What the hell?
What they've been doing for 5 to 7. What they've been doing? What the hell they've been doing for 5 to 7 years?
Shout out for being messy, man. Yeah, I mean, it is.
Are you playing on a pro?
Oh my God! You're ridiculous. So I'm gonna let you finish your bars off, and then King and we move on.
My bars are largely what Dan said and what Addict said. Like, to me, it just felt like I get it. Like this is the game, right?
Yeah.
You want to be the first out the door, but IGN's always first out the door. Like to me, you know, sometimes you just got to be better. As much criticism they get for their reviews as like I just saw like Alana Pierce put up a video.
Oh my God, it's an excellent video
about,
about 10 out of 10s.
Yeah, about 10 out of 10 and bias and what that means.
Bro, I advise you guys to watch that video by Alana Pierce about how reviews go down and her personal experiences, whether it be IGN, a lot of these big AAA games. There's a lot going on. You guys have no idea.
Exactly. And it's one of those things where, great, fantastic. Nobody's getting paid to give up review numbers. That's fantastic.
Right.
At the same time, they still get criticism, fair or not, for the access that they have, right? And they utilize the fact that they've been around forever. They're the biggest outlet. They're going to get access. So I get that. But you know, when it comes to a game like this, I don't know, man. I just feel like stand on that square and just be like, listen, we need to talk about this entire game. Just put the embargo day up, even if people think, oh my God, that means the game is trash until it comes out. Like whatever, just do that and let people speak about the game in its entirety. I don't get it.
Look, I didn't play it, so you guys have more authority than me. All I will say on it is I completely agree with Addict. I completely agree with you, Solve, and then everybody, the whole table. Like, it's just, you know.
And you want to know the craziest thing, B?
Go for it.
I still recommend the game.
And that's fine. And that's totally cool. All we're talking about is just being able to review a game in its entirety. If you have restrictions on what you can talk about it, then I don't think you should be allowed to review the game yet. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I'm not knocking anybody's hustle. You want to get it first. You
want to send me that Miles Morales? Whatever restrictions.
You ready to break that? Lognet is ready to break those.
Not Lognet, not me. If you want to send me Spider-Man.
It's like I told you, man. At the end of the day,
you got to give it a 10 out of 10.
I can't.
I will give them whatever they need. You just send that to me.
You know what's funny?
And I'm gonna make sure you get what you're looking for.
There was a podcast about selling out that me, Erica, and Fonz was very open to it. You guys said you wouldn't do it.
That's true.
I said I wouldn't do it for certain things, but Spider-Man is that thing. We all sell out for who we love. I will sell out for Spider-Man. Shout out to Spider-Man and Miles Morales. I'm ready to sell it out.
Oh, we got the horns. We got the horns working! QX7 Masters! Welcome to the realm! It finally worked! Yes! Shout out to QX and joining the realm.
We worked real hard on that.
We worked super hard on that. Put the crest up.
You are the first.
It took me 2 weeks to get that to work.
Shout out to Addict. Shout out to the graphic guard. We finally got it straightened out. You got your horns. Throw the chats up. QX7 Masters. Welcome to the realm.
If you're there, Jay, clearly you see that there's a black box behind it.
We found. We're gonna work on that.
We're gonna work on that, but don't you worry. You got your horns. The trumpets were blaring.
So you
dancing 10 out of 10 on the alert.
You signed up for the tattooing, huh? You hit it for the tattoo.
He did for the tattoo. Yeah, for the tattoo.
All that smoke.
Yeah, man. But yo, good. This is a great topic, Los. We
got Squirrely down real quick.
Okay, get Squirrely.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Book of X.
Let's go to Book of X.
Spider-Man and me shouting out.
Shout out to King selling out. Don't kick it and push it.
Throw up the horns again. We got Titan 2793. Welcome to the realm.
Welcome to the realm, Titan. You already know. Salute. That is awesome to see you, man. Good to see our brothers in here.
Oh, they want the horns now. You want the horns now.
Keep in mind, members, that I don't know how many don't know, but we actually, because you guys subscribe to the to be a member of IOP, you actually have a chance of winning an Xbox Series X later on this year.
It's the Who Did That For You sweepstakes.
That's what's up, yo.
Sponsored by Cat Daddy.
Salute to the horns right now. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we've been waiting for. What's up?
Before we get into the next topic, let's do this first T-shirt giveaway, right?
Shout
out to Lord.
How many we got there? How many we got in the chat?
I got 2 of them.
324 people.
Yeah.
Get ready for the T-shirt giveaway.
We got Lord Dan and the Seasoned Gaming for the T-shirt giveaway, the code giveaway. So the question, first person. Hold up.
We got another one. Don't worry, the horns.
They want the trumpet. They want the trumpet.
They want the trumpet. They gonna kick it.
Shout out to Lord Pepidio. Welcome to the round. Put up some.
Salute.
Put them
go to horn.
Welcome, your brother.
Love it. Continue.
So no doubt. So the question that has to be answered in full in the chat is, what was the original release date for Cyberpunk 2077? The original release date.
Oh, can the Lords win that?
May 13th.
It was sometime in 1984.
Yeah, right.
Yo, Jonathan B is messy. He said, "Hey, I'm gonna need some reparation horns." I don't remember that type of welcome for us older lords. The
We got
Book
a
of
couple
Envy.
here. We got a couple here.
This is the Book of Envy.
Yo, he put reparations on his horns. Yo, he's stupid.
Okay,
so we got Drunken Ninja and Kidsboo said two different things. Is any of them right?
I'm looking at the actual date now. What is the actual winning date? Is April 16th, 2020. That's the official.
Oh, you guys.
Anybody get that?
No one got. Oh yeah, no. Studio Elite said it. He said April. No, you said April 20th.
April 16th.
16th. No, Studio Elite said that. Kid Smooth, you're wrong. Forte, you're wrong. Drunken Ninja, you're wrong. Dan, you're wrong.
People are quitting the realm just to come back.
They come back. They want their reparations. They want them horns.
So who got it? Who got it?
Senso, yes, I believe Senso.
So Senso, congratulations to you, sir. Contact Lord Dan. Lord Dan, if you could put your Twitter handle in the chat. Definitely contact Lord Dan.
Yo, you know what I was gonna say? I was like, Senso, you definitely want an Xbox One X. He said, what?
Already?
No, I said a 1X.
oh my God. Savage. Graphic God, thank you, brother.
Series X, ship him a 1X. What the hell?
Yo, we got another member. Yo, this is crazy. Yo, they want the horns today.
They looking for them horns.
Yo,
man.
the older lords ain't feeling this. Jonathan B said put some horns on his name, son. He not feeling this.
So yo, put some horns on his name.
Yeah.
Yo, they coming through. They coming through today.
Look, man. Everybody, definitely, appreciate all the support we're getting today with members. Every member, man, put those logos in there and
shout
support
out to
these
the
new
petty
members.
people that was sitting there waiting for horns to show up.
I want every member to put that shield in that chat, man. Put the shields in the chat.
That's right. Welcome your brothers and sisters to the realm.
Exactly. So are we through with the business solve, or we still got more?
Hold on. Who was it that won it? Shizno?
Yep.
Yes.
It was Shizno. Okay, perfect.
All right. So everybody, we all straight. We all good.
Yeah, we all good. Look out for one more shirt giveaway and one more
Shout out to
code
Chris.
giveaway.
Shout out to Chris hitting me up talking about chest tat. Ooh.
We gonna move on, man. So look, a lot going on. The Cyberpunk streets, man. It's 2077. Another delay.
Yeah, time, baby.
Yeah. So look, man, we got CD Projekt Red, man. They announced the delay to November this year for bug fixing. The game,
man. King, how's that?
I'm going first.
I'm
going first.
You went from having like 5 months to
listen. Your game already got smacked in the face by The Last of Us 2, so I'm not worried at all. The Last of Us 2. Listen, The Last of Us 2 is with one segment, one platform, and smacked your game. Wow!
What's funny is you're acting like Last of Us 2 some standard game.
Listen. What's funny is somebody shouted from the roof that your game didn't matter.
If you're so confident, how about you remove that Game Pass clause?
That's why I'm going first.
Bend the knee beef, outstanding. Let's get the topic off first.
Let's get to it.
So look, man, Cyberpunk definitely
put some bend the knees in the chat for kid.
Let's put some throw the attic in the bushes. Let's put the attic in the bushes. We ain't never scared, huh?
Anyway, a lot of bend the knee beef going on. A lot of bend the knee beef going on. But we got to get to this time. So look, man, they delayed it. They said developer had to call with the investors. They said the studio also confirmed that the multiplayer is also delayed, and that they spoke about the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X editions, that they will be free, but not sure if they're going to be available at launch. They said a more robust update will be later, so they'll look better on next generation consoles, but haven't confirmed that the patch will be available, the true enhancement patch. So they said that might, they unsure and undecided, but they said it could be 2021. And they said if not, because they said they still planning those things out. So again, this is another release. I know, King, you got to get your balls off, but before I give I gotta ask Dan, because Dan had Twitter on fire. Number one. Number two, Dan had ordered the Xbox One X pre-ordered version of this game, the Cyberpunk edition. He was very vocal on Twitter about his disgust with this latest delay. So I got to get Dan off first. Dan, where you at with this, brother?
Here's the thing. I'm going to have a game in a console that I'm never actually going to play the dang game on. So this is, I mean, I got two of them. I sold one. I was going to sell them both, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep this one. I like it. Kind of grew on me. But I'm so tired of these delays. I understand what you're saying, but you said, I mean, you could take that thing that they put out there, that big yellow thing that said it's delayed, and change the dates, because that's exactly what they said last time. The game's pretty much done. We're just working on bugs. Fine. Get it done. There's one bug in this game come November. I'm going to be super mad.
I feel you, bro. I feel you.
So we get these things where they come out and they're like, oh, you know, temper your expectations. Shut up.
Ain't no more tempering. I'm with you. I'm with you. This thing better be fine. This thing better be magical.
It better be amazing. And
Facts.
I'm so tired of that stuff. You know, you come out, you get guys saying, you know what, don't worry about, you know, temper your expectations for the Xbox or PlayStation event. No. I'm giving you my money.
Yes.
You need to show me what, you know, you're giving. I already gave you my money for Cyberpunk, you know, and now I'm basically going to have a console that never plays it because I'll have the X at that point. You know, why even come out and do that? I mean, they had to know.
I know. I feel for you, brother.
Frustrating, and I just don't understand when I see that kind of stuff. That, you know, don't tell me to temper my expectations ever. You know, I want greatness. I want this, you know, secondhand. You know,
bro, I feel your pain, man. I honestly, I know we're joking, but seriously, for all the people who did pre-order, you know,
they got you. They got you. Nobody pre-orders a system with the game. They say, yo, we're gonna give you the console right now. Now the game come out later, and you got the digital for it. That's good. They got you. They got you. It was no guarantee that game was coming out there. They got you.
I was about to sell it. This was, you know, I bought two of them because this is what happened. Ain said, "Hey, man, they might be selling it. You know, I really want one." I said, "Oh, no problem, man." I got on there. Found it was like 11:30 at night. I was like, "Man, get on!" I was texting him. I was like, "Get on there, man!" And he ended up getting like 3 of them. I got
wow. Oh, the hustle was in.
Yeah, it was all about just turning. You know,
he's flipping the weight, man. He's moving the units.
The flipper skippers.
I'm buying the, you know, you make enough money on these things. Yeah, I just bought another. Now everybody's got an X in my house.
There you go.
You know, and now, you know, I haven't even redeemed the game yet.
Jonathan B.
Jonathan B's on fire.
Listen, Dan is disgusted, huh? But imagine not having horns played for you, though. I need a flute, man, to play solo to make up for this. Where are the horns 2020?
Yo, Jonathan, yo, Smitty Smith, $5 with your IOP. Don't treat us like the middle child. We want our horns. Yo.
Hold on, we missed Stitch. We got $2 from Snitch. From Stitch, not Snitch.
Not Stitch.
We call it Snitch, not Stitch.
All these people joining, screwing my chances to win.
The R&B.
But to be honest with you guys, you know, considering we've been getting so much love, you know, we always say that we put back into what you guys gave to us. Yeah. We're coming up with some stuff for the members and patrons. It's at the early stages, but we're coming up with some stuff.
Yeah, this Tuesday we got something popping off of you.
Definitely. Shout out to R&B. What you got for him?
We got CD Projekt Red's integrity is in question. AAA dev question.
No, it's not in question. It's not in question.
Naughty Dog delays how many times? Rockstar delays how many times?
No, Phil Dominus, Maximus Spencer came through the bag and said no. This is gonna come to Game Pass day and day. King needs to get addict knees. And we need to move out here. You know, thank you. Shout out to Phil, man. I understand. He probably listened. He said, you know what? Yeah, man. Yo, call him. Put him on the phone. Listen, put that in Game Pass. Push that game back to November when we're gonna drop around there, so D, can get these knees and everything. I need him to win. Need my man to win. He, and then The Last of Us 2 came. So you know what really
did that
made
for
it?
you?
Who did that for me? Who did that for me? Because when The Last of Us 2 came out and the information came out that it beat Animal Crossing, I said, "Oh boy, I ain't never scared." I said, that game came out on one platform.
One question for you, Saul.
No.
This holiday, when we both win our bets of King, how we splitting the
Don't
knees?
try to pull him in on
How we splitting the knees? You take his left, I'll take his right.
Listen, Saul's knees is already in my house.
I'm gonna have his knees mounted right behind.
Yeah, listen.
It's gonna be green screen knees.
Throw the box of knees in the chat,
Yo,
yo.
the wildest thing about Saul knees is this, right? He lost already. All their games is not back compat, and you gonna pay for that.
It don't matter.
Your knees is mine. Thank you. I appreciate him.
I don't care if it's one back compat game. It's gonna be free. It's gonna be free.
That's for you. Thank you for your knees. I appreciate it. Now,
why they look at elbows? Why they look at
Addict knees is a little bit more special. I like his knees shipped from West Virginia. I like the West Virginia.
You like the West Virginia?
Yeah, I like West Virginia knees.
Because it's cool. You can talk
when you
all
open
this.
the box up. Listen, if y'all never got West Virginia knees, let me tell you, when you open the box up, it smells like the country breeze.
It's okay, King. It's okay, because at the end of the day, I know that I'm taking your left knee and he's taking the right.
You know your knees is already in the box right now. You already boxed your knees up. You just ready to ship them out. You walking around with no knees right now. I understand what's happening. When you go to the door to get the pizza, the dude says, "What happened to your knees?"
Anyway, yo, Stitch said, "Did we miss the super chats off?" Because he said
No, we have.
He said he asking me. He said,
J-Dub is a show. King, please go get J-Dub's knees. That's what we got.
Oh yeah,
listen,
we said that. We'll read it again just in case.
The middle child thing. We read that.
No, but
Stitch with the $2 super chat. All these people joining screws my chances to win.
Yeah, Saul did read that, Stitch. You just missed it. He did read that. Yeah, you good. You good. Nobody missed out. Continue, King.
But no, listen. In all seriousness, look forward to hit that Game Pass. I really thought that a long time ago. I thought it was the way that they were moving in the background, the way that the console came out. Sorry, Dan, it's all jokes. But for them, I think that's kind of shady for them to put that console out. But at the same time, they're probably saying that, well, maybe for those people that can't afford the X, Series X or whatever, that they still have this console. But when I see certain movements, certain deals in business is being made in the background. It's not just a console we're doing, isn't it? So it has to be more to the whole deal, right? Because the deals is not being made on the other side of the fence. You don't have a PlayStation version of a Cyberpunk console. You understand? So if deals is being made in one area, what were you giving up and what were you receiving? So it has to be a barter type of system. And once they said, I truly expected it to be pushback. I said, if it comes out, then I guess they was going to give them a couple of months to sell, and then they probably saw the metrics on Game Pass, right, and then said, you know what, okay, so we can put it out for sale anyway, and we can put it in Game Pass and get the engagement numbers to where it's gonna be, and we can still make our sales, and we can still get the engagement numbers, so we're still gonna pick up a bag, we're still gonna drop this console, and they're making money hand over fist. And I actually see that happening, and I also actually see them West Virginia knees opening up, and I'm smelling them with that fresh
all this talk's gonna make them knees way better.
Being that we on that, like, so, King, I got a question for you. Like, so now, do you think this positions them as the perfect launch title for Series X? Like, is this foreshadowing? This November 19th, is this foreshadowing the date?
Yes, I believe that is the date that the console come out. The Series X. I don't know about the PlayStation. All right, but I believe that's the day that the X comes out. I also believe that's day and date in Game Pass. And when you can say, we give you 3 months in the box, and you get Cyberpunk.
That's
individual. You get Cyberpunk, you get Halo, you get whatever launch games, you get the Forza. You get whatever launch games first party that's in that, and you get Gears Tactics. You get these games, and then you have another 100 and some odd games in there is pretty much an unbeatable lineup. So I honestly think that's the hammer and the nail. That's the coffin is ready. Just put the coffin. You know that the emoji they be doing with the coffins and they dancing. You put them up, J-Dub. Your knees is mine, brother. It's almost over.
Super chat.
I love you.
All right, we got Jonathan.
Wait, hold on. What you say?
Wait, hold on. What dancer?
But if you got a third knee, I'm in with these two guys.
Thank you.
Well, so Dan, you get down with this bended knee?
Dan, I'll split his left knee with you.
Dan, Xbox already got your knee. Cyberpunk has already got your knee. I don't think
Dan, I will split his left knee with you.
Let Dan get his
so
balls
you don't
off.
think it's going to Game Pass?
Dan, what's up?
I think it will eventually. If it comes day and date, I will take everything back that I've ever said bad about everybody in my life.
What did you say bad about people?
Listen, Ains says kind of the same thing. I think he's kind of the same mindset, and I'm always like, there is no chance that a game that big will do it. Now I know that's where they're going,
and we know that Microsoft does have the marketing rights.
I'm 100% on top. That's perfect, but I think they're going to hit that eventually, where they're getting those third-party games, those big third-party games.
But you don't think we're there just yet for launch?
Dan, let me ask you, what's the biggest problem for Game Pass? Like, what is their biggest hurdle?
For
like if you're evaluating Game Pass on the outside, right, and you're an analyst evaluating it, what would you say is their one critical flaw, if fixed, will definitely turn the tide?
I mean, there's really not a whole lot wrong with Game Pass.
It would be
a third-party title day and date.
But they're still, they're getting like a AAA title.
Right.
Right. They've got some third party. Yeah. That would be it. I mean, that
will open up the floodgates for a lot of other companies that is sitting on the fence. The metrics to it doesn't preclude anybody to purchase the game. Actually gives more incentive too, because it gives you that chance to taste, right? So if the game is in Game Pass and you say 15 to 17 million viewers is actually checking your stuff out, they actually have an opportunity to check it out. Sealed numbers would definitely meet whatever goals they are for whatever reason.
But that would mean Phil Dominus would have to back the truck up on what CD Projekt Red expected sales would be up front, and that's a big bag.
And I honestly believe that to be the case for one reason, right?
Break it down.
One reason I believe it to be the case: a lack of first-party titles at launch.
I feel that. Okay. It would be epic.
I hope so. Yeah, for sure.
It would be epic. I don't know if it'll happen, but I will say that it would be epic. I will say this: things are lining up for you.
A show with my no shirt with the tattoo out.
With the crest out.
We're gonna get banned because the nipple's gonna be out, but that might just happen.
Let's get these super chats and then we gotta get started.
Jonathan B with the follow super chat. Phil might have done it for y'all, but I know who didn't play the horns for me. I need that. He said, I need back compat horns. I need my horns at 4K 60, the Book of Horns.
Yo, Jonathan B stupid.
He back at it, son.
He back at it.
And we got Stitch with the follow super chat. But for real, I hope some of those
card fail.
So I have two Xbox Series
X's. He trying to win. Yeah, too many people joining the realm for him. He don't like that.
Shout out to Shane Tomlin with the £5 super chat. Great show as always, my Lord's Lord addict. I have a wheelchair for sale after King takes your knees around. The
book. Salute. A lot of knee talk going on, man. I don't think
We'll see. I'll take your knees if you want to.
You ain't got enough knees to be giving out. I'm telling you, people know what's going on.
Since you're there, real quick, man, let's just get this moving. About the Cyberpunk thing, where you at it? Where you at with this whole thing?
Man, because of this bet, I got no opinion.
You good.
I ain't giving them any more publicity. Don't go out and buy this game. Nobody.
And Addict has spoken. Lord Solve. What are you feeling, man, about this whole thing? Like, with it setting up at November,
I think it's fine. Listen, I'd rather the game take all the time you need with the game. Take all the time. It kills me that these studios keep putting out these release dates, knowing the amount of work they have on the game. like it's not like you haven't been developing games for 20 years. Like you know how this works. Don't put out a release date until you're 100% sure you can hit it. It just is weird to me. Like it constantly backtracking. It's just weird. But whatever, release the game when it's ready. That said, I don't think it's a harbinger of the release date of the console for one reason. For me, I think it's still imperative that Series X hits before that PlayStation, no matter what. And I want them to drop it in October, to be honest. I want the console in October. He didn't say what holiday. It could be Halloween. Like it's a Halloween release. Like Friday, October 30th looks beautiful to me. And
we took the week off.
Yeah, the minute I get that date, I'm taking the week off of work.
I'm in the same boat.
Bro, I got my vacation ready.
The moment I get the date is when I'm taking off. So for me, I think it's really important that console comes out before the PlayStation, no matter what.
I feel you.
If Cyberpunk is ready, whatever, whatever the case may be, I think the console should come out in October.
Okay. I think it don't matter if the price is different. I really don't think. I think price is going to dictate sales. So I don't care if it comes out a week after the PlayStation. If the PlayStation costs $100 more,
I don't like it coming out.
They need every leg up they can.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Cyberpunk is that leg up in Game Pass. Shout out to me.
So get the super chat, then I'll go.
Let me see. Hold on. They jump Mariano Pompa with a $5 super chat. If a big third-party AAA game goes to Game Pass day and date, possibly pushes Sony to put their first-party day and date on PS Now. I don't know that'll happen, but I mean, anything's possible. Fortnite moved the needle because it just forced them to do whatever. So anything is possible, but I don't. They're not ready for that. This is why to me, like I said, that's why Shuhei is pushing those smaller games. I think that's how they start.
Right. Yeah, I'll make my joint real quick. What's that background? I'm hearing some weird noises. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's Addict cutting his knees off.
Yeah. I'm done.
That's the screeching sound of the knife.
Hold on. Let me get Stitch before I get my bars off. Stitch files which I need to go, but always like this was a blast. At King, storage units are cheap now. You might need one for those knees. Good day, y'all.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Shout out to Stitch for being petty. Salute, brother. Yeah, man. Look, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm always for the developer, taking time. I feel though the people who, shout out to Dan, people who reserved that console, who wanted that to be able to play it beforehand in September. That sucks. You know what I'm saying? There's just no getting around that. The way I look at it, look, of course I'm selfish. I'm gonna pull an Alex world. Of course I was gonna want it on the Series X to see those improvements. But I gotta admit, like, I'm a little tight that now with this delay, that doesn't guarantee the enhanced version is on launch, because they've come out with a statement and say, yeah, it'll be naturally boosted on the new console, but not necessarily, we're gonna get that mega patch joint that we expect might come later. So that's the only thing I'm a little upset with. And the multiplayer, from my understanding, is still not gonna be ready. It's almost acting like it's a DLC in a sense, and it's still not ready. So that's my.
Last of Us ain't had no multiplayer either.
Yes, King.
We'll get that later too.
We'll get that later too. But look, man, that's all I got. We move on to the next. You want to get the super chats?
We have Jean-Marc Louis with the $2 super chat. PS5 no limits except at 30 frames per second. And we got Drunken Ninja with the $2 super chat. Don't underestimate Phil Moneybag Spencer. Next gen.
No doubt.
Thank you, brother.
Look, man, we move on and make it quick. Last topic, we get up out of here. Lord King, you want to talk about PlayStation 5 pricing?
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we saw the PlayStation 5 reveal on the digital and the complete disc system. What they calling it, the system with the bulge pause. And a lot of people is running around with wild speculation and pricing. And I believe because they keep using the word premium and they keep using it and they keep saying it's a premium product, it's a premium product. Anytime somebody is beating the word like eccentric and premium and top tier and top shelf, they're setting you up to pay a premium price. And a lot of people keep running around with it's coming in at $399. It's gonna do that $399. I honestly don't believe so. This is not Jaguar cores, guys. This is not cheap CPUs. This is not cheap GPUs. The SSD is not cheap. The materials on the console isn't cheap. you're gonna pay. You're gonna pay for this console. I truly believe that the console is gonna come in at $550 for the big boy, with the bulge pause, and the digital one is gonna come in at that $499. So I believe it's gonna be $549, and then I believe it's gonna be $499 in the launching.
I think that the standard ones with the disc tray, both of them are coming at $599, and that's the reason that Sony came out with this discless SKU, because they know that they're scared of that price point. They want another price point to present to their consumer base.
Hold on. Jonathan B is just ridiculous. $5, 5 cents for Jonathan B. Quick question. If a horn plays in the forest and no one is around to hear it, does it still make a sound? I wouldn't know either way. The Book of
on fire.
He's not feeling these horns for the new horns. He's not about that.
We got Gerald Mack with the $2 super chat. Say something, brother, please.
We got to get a horn emoji.
Yeah, we got at this point
to get them these reparations, because right now he needs his reparations.
He needs his reparations right now. He not feeling it. But look, man, let's get into this pricing real quick. Lord Dan, man, where you at? What do you think of the PlayStation 5 with now the digital console revealed? Where do you think our pricing is at?
I would say, man,
if you had to guess.
I mean, it's five. I would say probably King $549, $499, maybe 500 and 450.
Okay,
lowest. But I mean, really, they've got to put it out there. I mean, that's if all the rumors are true with Xbox coming out and really kind of undercut everything. You know, I mean, these companies don't make the money from their console sales ever. You know, that's not where it comes from. It comes from their games. It comes from their services. You know, but you've got to get people in. You know. And Sony's taking a whole different approach, you know, as far as this next gen, it looks like, and they're coming out and they're, you know, you have to have this hardware,
right?
So you have to make it so people, you know, it's accessible to people, you know, and times are really tough right now for a lot of people.
Yeah, to try to justify anything more than 5 in this type of,
And so you got to really be careful with what you're doing. So,
fair enough.
But yeah, we'll see.
All right, no doubt. Lord Addict, what's your prices? What you thinking? Addicts in the bushes. Okay.
You said
sorry, the mic was messing up. It's like I said, I think the price is going to be $599 for both standards, and the
6. Wow.
Yeah, he been on that square.
I think they're both going to be $599, and I think the reason they made the digital version for the PS5 is because they've done $599 before, and it didn't work very well for them. So I think they want to give another price that's a little cheaper to the consumers that beats Microsoft. Because the thing is I don't think Microsoft would have ever made the Lockhart if they both were cheap.
Right.
I think that Microsoft knew for a fact this was going to be an expensive console, and I think as of right now, we could definitely do $599. Like we can.
I don't want to, but I mean, I mean, you know, it is what it is. If it come out, we're gonna do what we're gonna do. So if you think that, then what do you got the digital edition PlayStation 5 coming in at?
Part of me wants to say $499, and then the other part of me wants to say like, I think it would be $499. You look, I do think there is a point. It just depends on how much Microsoft wants to compete. Right. If they drop theirs as $499, then Sony's going to have to drop the digital version $499. Or, you know, we don't know how much research and development Sony put into this SSD. Right. For all we know, like the PS5 could be more expensive. Like,
I think it is.
All right,
we don't like the thing is like we don't know how much money it takes to make this SSD. So maybe that's the reason they have a digital version, is to have one of their specs out is the same price as the Series X. But you know that's reaching. You know, obviously, you know,
reaching.
That's reaching. I have to say reaching twice.
He just want to reach once. He don't want to do the reaching.
No, it's two reaching momentum right now. All right.
Yeah. All right, fair enough. Lord Solve, quick, what you pricing? What you think? PlayStation 5.
Okay, before that, we have a Pixel with you $2 super chat. PS5 Fanny Pack Edition $499.
Salute.
And then before that, hold on one second. Go get it. Shout out to SeasonedGaming and Lord Dan. Go get it.
Go get it. Go get that code, y'all.
Go get it. So my take is $4.99 and $3.99. For $4.99 for the hernia edition.
I'm done. I am done with you. You stupid.
And I'm gonna be honest, I think they go $3.99 for the digital edition. The fact that they released a digital edition, this is Sony we're talking about, yo. It shows a commitment to digital distribution in a way they have not outwardly been committed to beforehand. So if their hope and expectation is that they will make money up on, remember, digital purchases, they're not splitting that with retailers. They're not splitting. They're getting a much larger cut of every game sale digitally. So if their thinking is, okay, we'll make up the difference on that and see how many people jump on the bandwagon. If you see like month over month, same for Game Pass, same for Xbox, even Nintendo, like more people are just going digital. It's gonna happen, right? At some point, I don't expect or want physical media to go away anytime soon. But the move to digital is real, and I think they're banking on that with this discless console. And it's bold on their part because it's not something I expected from them at all. But if they're gonna go that route, I think they go $3.99 with it, and they just bank on digital purchases,
fair enough,
and making PS Now a more robust offering.
Yeah, I mean, look. At the end of the day, I kind of with you, so I think that's pretty much my price points. Shout out to Ains in the bill. He says Sony doesn't sell digital game codes outside of PS Now, 100%.
Exactly. Trust me, trying to give away Gleam codes is a hell.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think it's 5. I think they try to position themselves. So, Attic, is that shit? I'm not giving feedback. I'm getting weird. I don't know if y'all hearing that. I'm getting weird.
I'm hearing the feedback.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
I'm hearing that.
Like, Attic, I don't know if
Attic is working on his mic. He's working.
Yeah, he might need to mute though, because he's definitely. Shout out to Forte. Tough people making more money on unemployment than they made the entire year.
This is true.
That is true. Look, I know you the retail king, Forte. I'm not gonna question you. I'm just guessing. I mean, I would just say, hey, if I had to guess now, the digital console is to position themselves against, the Lockhart and any type of undercutting Microsoft may attempt. I think 500 if they're willing to take the loss. We heard the manufacturing cost was like 450, and then up until 5. Look, that's what I got. I mean, we'll see. I still think Lockhart could potentially come lower than the the 4, and we got to see, man. But I definitely think it's strategy on that joint for that purpose. But so King, you want to finish up on your joint? Will we about here? Are you good? You said your prices?
No. I said it. I that's what I believe the prices to be. When you start to factor in all the high-end stuff that's in the PlayStation. I mean, I joke around and said they made it on a budget and on a shoestring. They made strategic choices for what they were going for and what they were looking for. Right. They put their specs that got it to us regular Xbox One X type of specs now. So now actually you can see 4K. And 30 frames per second is their target. So that box is built towards that. I mean, their box is built towards that. Microsoft box is built towards 4K 60, 120 frames per second, broken down to remove latency from stuff. So they're trying to give control back to the players, back at pat type of information. So the way they both view the industry is completely different. And I believe The Last of Us showed us where Sony's views are and will always remain. So to get that premium experience, and this is a premium console, guys. From the look of it, I told you it would look better than the X. It looks better than the X to me. From the look of it,
we're gonna talk about how big this thing is, though?
I mean, it's ginormous. I mean, who would think when you have your PC tower? These are PCs now, right? You have your PC tower. Your PC tower is huge. It needs that air inside. We do not. First of all, I don't care how big you got to make that PlayStation 5. I do not want my joint getting the red ring of death day one. All right, I put the 5-6 fans inside. Do what you got to do to keep that joint. Please a little bit quieter, but from messing up on me. But I believe that price. I believe the $5.99 and the $5.49 sticks.
Okay. No doubt. Let's get the super chats cut. So figure it out.
Hold on a second. I was looking at something else.
I get it if you want.
Which is the first
Con artist I see $5 super chat.
I got it. I think it will go like this. I think it will go like this: Series X $4.99, Series X with 1-year Game Pass $3.99. Ooh, Lockhart $2.99, Lockhart 1-year Game Pass $1.99.
Wow. That's bold. That's bold. Yeah, what else we got?
Then we have Jean-Marc Louis with the $2 super chat. PS5 parts was purchased with coupons at AMC.
Okay. They messy now. Now they messy.
Disgusting. They're getting into it.
Then we have Gerald Mack with the $2 super chat. Thank you for saying something, brother. $400 Xbox Series X. Aurelius attained.
Aurelius?
Yeah, boy.
Aurelius with the 4. Wow, he going for the kill early. Look, man. That's crazy. We got to get this poll on, get up out of here. New ILP poll with the recent controversy regarding The Last of Us 2 review embargoes. Do you think media outlets should be able to review a game while being restricted from mentioning the entire game in the same review? The choices are A, yes, major plot spoilers must be protected in a single-player narrative game.
No.
B, no, must only be listed as impressions or review in progress until the game is ended. Or C, I don't care, it's all fun and games until you leak my entire game on the internet. Shout out to all the people the Lord who go up on Monday. You want to get the we got some super chat. Get up there.
We got Jonathan B with the $5 super chat. Please, we need a PS5 unboxing on King of Statues. That's how big it is. You could also play my horns then. Just saying.
Shout out to Jonathan B being messy. You already know. And he said choice H for horns. Yo, shout out to the realm, y'all. Super late. We caught up, so we all caught up.
We caught up. Actually, let's do this last T-shirt.
Yes, last T-shirt.
Get that
T-shirt.
Once again, shout out to Lord Dan and Seasoned Gaming. So, the final T-shirt giveaway. The question is, before the announcement of Star Wars Squadrons by EA, which was the last game, the last first-person simulation shooter in the same vein as Squadron that was released by LucasArts, which was the last one released before Star Wars Squadron.
Sav ain't trying to get these codes away.
Your trigonometry.
Sav out here.
You gotta find that.
Who was Rosemary's baby's uncle?
Just for clarity, what was the question again?
What is the last first-person simulation shooter game in that same vein as Star Wars Squadrons released by LucasArts?
All right, I see some answers rolling in, Sav. Anything look right?
He said, "Who was Rosemary's baby's uncle's aunt, niece's nephew?"
Hold on, I gotta catch up.
Anything good?
Damien.
Trying to be said Buck Snacks.
That's the answer for everything. Who's next?
Order. First-person shooter in the same vein as Star Wars Squadron. The same. It's the same type of vehicle-based shooting game.
There's more names in there. I see Star Wars Commando, Battlefront 2, Rogue Squadron, XM Alliance, Army Veterans, Google baby.
Shout out to who's it? To D Rudy.
Rody, yeah. Rody got it.
X-Wing Alliance.
All right, Rody. Salute for answering these trigonometry questions.
Shout out, Rody.
Shout out to getting the hardest question on the podcast.
Yeah, that's how I got to be. Can't be easy. What are you doing here?
Rody. Hit him up. What do you got to do?
You got to go check Lord Dan on Twitter. Lord Dan, if you could once again put your Twitter handle in the chat. And he will give you all the information so you can get your Seasoned Gaming shirt. Thank you guys once again for participating and answering these difficult questions. I know you gotta go into Google real quick. Disgusted with me. I'm
glad none of my teachers.
That's what I'm saying. Your solve is brutal, bro.
Definitely egg your car.
We gotta work for this.
He said, "Yo, they said, did that game even release?" Yo, salute, man. So look, let's get it out of here, man. Again, salute to the bro. Salute the Lord Dan of Seasoned Gaming and the Bitcast coming through, powering through 3 hours and making brisket in between, doing all types of stuff to survive this lengthy podcast.
Shout out to console flipping.
Salute to the hustle, brother. Yo, absolute pleasure to have you in the realm. Long overdue. Where can the fine people find you? What you got going on, sir?
Yeah, guys, I really, again, appreciate it. Been a huge fan for years. I think the first one I saw was Sam Tolbert.
Oh, wow, yeah. That's long.
Yeah, I've gone back and forth. I mean, I've been watching.
Salute, bro. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys. You can find me at SeasonedGaming.com. I just recently back, on Twitter.
Yeah.
WSC at Twitter. Other than that, man, check out our site. We got a lot of good articles that are coming up. We do reviews, unboxings, all kinds of stuff, guys. So it's been a great time today.
Absolutely, brother. Big pleasure to have you, man. Salute to the whole team, Ainsley, Bert, the whole squad, the writing, what's at LordCognito.net. We really respect you guys. I mean, you guys, me and Dizzy, sometimes we'll talk about you like, damn, man, we wish we would have did that one. That one was hot. Like, they killed it, man. So salute to,
Where is it?
Horns inbound soon.
Army veterans.
Shout out, Armin. Put them crests in the chat.
Put
Let's
the
go.
crest in the chat for the legend, man. The guy that will be on. There it is. Jonathan B. not feeling it. He not feeling that right now. He not about that right now. Shout out to Army veteran for being petty, letting his horns rock off. You know what I'm saying? So salute, but again, salute to the realm, salute to Seasoned Gaming, all you guys, man. Fantastic organization and the big cast. Love what you guys are doing, man. Always a pleasure. Shout out to Jonathan B. He says, now I'm really angry. No doubt. Lord Addict, man. Hanging through. Where can they find people? Find you? What you got going on, sir?
Let me go last because someone's using a blender.
Okay, no doubt. I can't hear it, though. You actually sound real fine. I couldn't hear it.
Cool.
You were good. You were actually good.
All right, what about now?
Yeah, you good. You Gucci.
All right, I shut my door. I didn't want you guys hearing the blending.
I don't
going
want
on.
blended smoothie knees. Don't blend
Look, man. You just worry about those the box that's going to ship your knees to me.
I want the bone gristle.
All I want is the box that's gonna ship the knees to me. You're gonna have to buy that before you go to UPS, because I don't think UPS gonna give you a box for that.
That Mario standing on right there. That's J-Dub knees.
You need.
That was stupid. You stupid.
Did you put Mario on top of it to protect his knees?
His knees was still alive. It was still fighting in the box. So
anyway, Addict, where can you find you, man?
You can find me at Twitter, Lord Addict ILP. You can find me on YouTube at Gaming Addict. You can find me
Twitter. Thank you.
Twitter. You can find me this Tuesday with Lord King. We're going to be live streaming A Ways Out on
heard of that
ILP
game.
channel.
Saab knows about that.
We're going to be live streaming that game on this channel, on the Iron Lords podcast channel. When do you want to start again, King?
What time?
Oh, you are the you control the time or whatever. Like I told you, I'll be
11. Is that good?
Yeah,
So
11.
you guys will be wham bamming this in one shot?
Yes.
Oh, y'all wow.
So we'll be starting that at 11 a.m. Eastern. I will be going live with the the same setup that IOP has with the waiting screen. So I will be doing that,
No doubt.
to give you guys enough time to come in here and talk to each other and get a good eye. So definitely stay tuned to that.
My camera will not be on because I'll be playing through my headset. You can hear me, talking. That's all you're
No
gonna
doubt, no doubt. All right, shout out to 6 He said you just got in for the job. You missed the show. You missed the show. It's over. You close it out, brother.
You missed the shirt from Dan the
You missed
Man.
the shirts from Dan. You missed all the fly. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, Lord Saab, where can find people find you? What you got going on, sir?
No doubt. I'll be working. That's what I do.
Yes.
Do nothing. But shout out to Lord Dan for coming through. Shout out for the giveaways. Amazing to have you on the show. Big shout out to Lord Bert, Lord Ainsley. Ooh. Big shout out to Drunken Conversations on the Rooftop.
Yes.
Missed that this year. Like, yeah, I know. It is a feeling.
Yeah.
But you know what I'll be doing, LA.
Stupid. Salute to Salva being messy. Lord King turning the beat around, bringing knees and sunning people on Twitter all day. What's going on? With you, where can find you?
First and foremost, I would like to give a shout out to the esteemed guest, Lord Dan. Should I say Lord Bug Stacks?
Lord Bug Stacks, #1 state.
When he put that, because I had jumped in the chat and he put, he had me dead for a minute. And he always bring the Thunder. He wears the shirts. He's definitely the merch guy. So if you like the shirts that he got on, please go to the Teespring store, wherever you get their merchandise from. And get those shirts, show that support, because Seasoned Gaming is where true integrity lies.
Facts.
So it's definitely there, and if you get a chance to watch it, the level of professionalism from the whole cast is definitely top notch at all times. Shout out to Ainsley Bolden, shout out to Bert, shout out to Dan. 3-man show that's actually doing their thing. When Phil saw Ainsley, he was like, "Oh, I know who you are."
That was dope.
I was like, "Oh,
that was dope." Listen.
That's when he had on his 3-piece, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he came professional, man.
Yeah.
He was there for the interview.
He was collecting a bag.
Yes. Salute the A's.
Yeah. So you can catch me on Twitter. King David OTW out here giving out the smoke. Woo! Also an Xbox Live for King David OTW. But if you want to see me on PlayStation Nation and PlayStation N, hey, PSN getting it in, that's Xbox 360 Lover 01. I got a whole bunch of new friends. I see you added me, and please add more because I got now I got 10 friends. Amazing what y'all doing over there. I see. But check it out.
Bert in the chat. What's up, guys? Great show. Salute, Bert. Season game. We had all of them in the realm today. That's what's up.
On PlayStation, I've noticed a lot of you guys ain't playing The Last of Us. What's the matter? What's going on? Anyway, King of the Statues. Listen, go to LordCognito.net where you can get all those reviews and all those opinion pieces. You can get OKOF. Talk with the King. You can go back there and watch that stuff because we ain't got no fights right now. And also watch The Last Word. LordCognito and Ibantis. It's very striking when I tune in because I'm a little lurker. I lurk on the net. I don't know who podcast I'm in, but I'm definitely in The Last Word. But I saw the 4K visuals and the campfire, and I'm
like, he in his bag right now, man.
Damn, Destiny podcast that you heard. So if you like Destiny, don't be ashamed of it. Just go show that support, man. Get over there and show that support.
Salute, you already know. And of course, right quick. Oh man, I just got a couple. JD Gamer, $10 super chat, just dropping support. Must love the Dodge is back. The Dodge, $5 £5 super chat. Great show again. Last salute to you, brother. Always a pleasure chopping it up. Next year we got to meet up, man. We're supposed to link up this year. You already know the vibes. And then we got JD Gamer with the $2 super chat. Hit that like button. You already know. Please, man. Again, salute to Dan. Salute to everybody that tuned in. Happy Father's Day to everybody that pulled up.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Fantastic show. And like I said, the support is just amazing, man. Really appreciate you guys. On that, I'm out of here. Everybody enjoy their Sunday. And we're going to leave you with that little giveaway from the King. You know what I'm saying? You already know.
That.
Eddie Big House.
Join us.
Join us. You get horns.
Join us. You guys get horns.
Salute to Jonathan B. Peace.
Hi, I'm Lord King David of Iron Lords Podcast, and we're bringing to you an exciting new giveaway. This giveaway is like none other. We'll be giving away an Xbox Series X. That's right, you heard me right. The brand new console launching from Microsoft this year. Well, this is how you're able to be part of that giveaway. There's 2 ways to get your name thrown in the hat for the raffle. 1, become a member of the realm. That's hit that join button, hit that join button. You hit that join button down at the bottom and you can become a member. And also, another way is by becoming a Patreon member. So you can be part of the realm as well. Now, this is brought to you by Cat Daddy Fat Stacks, a member and lord of the realm. A very generous person that's in our community. And this community is beautiful. So remember, you can have 1 entry by hitting that join button and becoming a member of the realm. And also, you can have another entry by being a Patreon. Now, you said, King, what if I'm a member of both? Well, your name gets thrown in the hat 2 times. So please, like, follow, and subscribe. Join, or become a Patreon member, or become both. And your name
is in the hat to get that Xbox Series X. That's the Who Did That For You sweepstakes. This is wonderful. This is something that I'm sure that you will enjoy. Oh man,